And we're live here from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia at the beautiful OTE Arena for 2023's OTE Combine presented by GMC. We have over 20 NBA GMs, scouts, and college coaches in the building to assess the growth and potential of our overtime elite players. It's a prime opportunity for these guys to show what they've been working on throughout the regular season, throughout the off season, and I'm excited to bring it to y'all here today. I'll be your host, Agent Zero, also joined by Duke Dennis.
What's going on?
We got special guest IT in the building.
We back.
And we got some more special guests coming out throughout the show too. IT, man, how you feeling?
Man, I'm good, man. You know me, just staying on the slow grind, enjoying being out with my guys.
You getting a little bit of flashbacks watching the Combine here?
A little bit. This is, you know, this is a dope opportunity for these hoopers, but it's also a little nervous moment for them as well, getting critiqued by these NBA GMs. So I'm excited to see what they got today.
So we got Combine groups 1 and 2 on the floor right now. IT, how important would you say a Combine is? Like, if you under-deliver here, but you've been playing great throughout the regular season, how significant is that to some of these scouts and GMs?
I think it's very significant, but also I don't think, like, if you don't perform here well, it doesn't hit you that much. But this is a big opportunity for these kids just because it's up close and personal. Like they've probably watched a lot of film on these kids, on these young hoopers, and now they get to see it up close and personal. So you got to bring it. You got to bring the energy. You got to bring the effort. Most importantly, you got to make shots and, you know, stand out.
Yeah, 100%. So today's Combine events are all going to be about skills and drills. We'll see 2 groups at a time, 1 per basket, be put through pull-ups, star drill, and 25 threes. We're looking at group 2 right now. Bryson Warren, Kanan Carlisle, Rob Dillingham.
It's a nice little group right here, though.
Oh, man, shooters here.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this is, I can't wait till they get to competing a little bit. This is a nice little group.
You know what I'm realizing right now? I live my life through video games. I'm just like, this just feels like I'm playing a game of 2K,
2K.
in my career.
Getting ready for the draft. It's funny because I be telling my kids that, like, just how you play 2K all day, that's how you get better in real life, too.
Nah, for real, though.
Bryson Warren shooting here. Probably known throughout the entire season as one of the better shooters. He has a clean release, comfortable to pull up from just about anywhere, and has hit some pretty miraculous shots in the playoffs and over the course of the season. So,
You think you're a better shooter than Bryson Warren?
Yeah. He's not on my level yet. He's getting here, though. I see, I don't really miss, especially in the little workouts.
Yeah.
But he's a good shooter, though. That's what stand out in stuff like this, if you just make most of your shots.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to shoot in front of these dudes.
I bet. Hey, I be trying to tell people, like, man, it's different when you playing just regularly.
Oh, yeah.
You playing in front of the crowd.
If you can have the same mindset if you playing with nobody here, like that's a talent.
Yeah.
I still miss. Yeah, when no one's there, I still somehow miss him.
Okay, you might make them
Yeah,
if
it might be reversed. There's Rob Dillingham. I remember when he first entered OTE with that insane performance. I think he was playing with the Blue Checks on that opening weekend. He signed to OTE, played for the Cold Hearts, and he was like hot and cold throughout the season. There'd be moments where we would see him turn up, and then be other moments where we've seen him go completely cold. So we do know he's a Kentucky commit. Has a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he's special. That's when I first heard of Rob, when that first weekend. I think everybody, he went viral on the internet with his performance. So he's a special talent, man. Somebody that's very talented. They got a lot of skill.
About 55 million views.
Yeah.
Really?
Views that weekend. It was about
Oh my
55.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the sound, it was us. It was me, you, and David.
Yeah.
That sound went viral. He went viral. He's just been going up ever since, man. I like that for him, though. He a great guy, too. He a great guy.
Yeah, he had a very solid day 2 in the OTE Combine as well.
I wonder what make people pick a high number like 77.
That's a very good question, man. Rob's had some fantastic moments throughout the season, man. Definitely one of the most electric players in the building out of Hickory, North Carolina. Man, he knows how to turn it up. Honestly, like, he's the type of player that gives energy to the rest of the team, but maybe more importantly, because at the end of the day, basketball is entertainment, man, he knows how to get energy to the crowd, dog. Like, when you ask the fans that come in the building, man, I bet a majority of them will tell you they love to watch Rob Dillingham playing, that he is their favorite player. And so that doesn't come easy.
Yeah, nah, he's special. Like I said, when I seen that display he put on at the beginning of the year, I think the whole basketball world seen that. It's just tough because if you miss a couple shots, it gets in your head. It's like that. That's why it's tough, because it's like you ain't got no music. You ain't like you're not as comfortable as you usually are.
That's a part of the challenge, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also think, like, being able to step up here at the OT Combine means, like, you can step up in big moments. Last thing you want is a guy who does great, like, in practice.
Nah, K9 going crazy right now.
Yeah, he's hitting.
Yeah. I like that, though.
Oh,
he done made about Sam in a row, so, hey, right now, whoever looking, they just like, okay.
Yeah. And a guy like him is like, in the season, he wasn't really lights out shooting.
Yeah.
So that helps guys like that. They could really you don't know if they're really knockdown shooters, and then when they get in something like this, they don't miss.
Nah, he had a fantastic playoffs and a fantastic finals.
Getting tired now.
Them legs. Them legs. That's all. If you're in shape in this, like you're ahead of the game. If you could be in shape and not show you're tired, because they looking at all that. They looking at all of that. How he starts the drill, how he ends the drill.
Okay, yeah. Started strong, ended fairly well. Oh, yeah, I like that.
Man, it's giving me flashbacks, man.
And when you were prime 2K days.
Nah, high school tryouts, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never made it out the second tryout.
A word? Me neither.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? So boom, I played football, but you know what I'm saying, I had leisure sports. So it's basically like a PE, basically.
Yeah.
And my college basketball coach, he was the leisure sports teacher, but he used to just throw basketballs out and just do his own thing whole year. But he used to let his high school varsity team come fourth block and hoop, you know what I'm saying? And it was my class. I used to punish him. I used to be dunking on him and all, for real. So he invited me, like, man, come on, try out. You know what I'm saying? You basically already guaranteed on the team. I just need you there. Man, that first day, man, they did conditioning. I did not come back that second or third day.
It's like, you didn't tell me we was doing this. I thought we was just hooping.
I thought we was just hooping. Man, wrong, man. Word. Never went back.
Never went back.
Here's Bryce Griggs. Man, I feel like we were kind of cheated out of like a beautiful, fantastic playoff run out of Bryce Griggs. We've seen it in season 1. Season 2, though, the Cold Hearts under-delivered. Bryce Griggs, star guard, out for a little part of the season, but it's so nice to see him back healthy. I think he makes such a difference. He's so crafty and so shifty. When you ask all the other players, too, they always say he's one of the more difficult players to guard.
Yeah, he's a gamer. Like he got the full package when it comes to game time. Yeah. So workouts like this will help him, especially if he's shooting it well. Like,
oh yeah,
yeah, help a guard like him. Because he does everything when it comes to the game time. He leads his team. He sits down on defense, and he just makes the right play 9 times out of 10.
IT, how difficult would you say it is to come back from an injury and like get back mentally and perform?
It's tough because it's more mental than physical. Like, especially at a young age when you got to sit. You're not used to sitting. You're not used to being patient and having to let your body heal. So you want to come back early. So it's tough, but once you get out there, I think you score a couple baskets, you do some moves that you usually do. I think the mental side of things goes away. But for a young kid that's out for a while, that thing is tough for his mental.
And you know what I just noticed? Nowadays, clout will help you get far in basketball.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy.
Yeah, like nowadays, like the more followers you got, like as a basketball player coming up, the more likely you are to like.
It's crazy how it changed like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's like the more kids that know you, the more popping you gonna be.
Is that true though? Because I could think of like 5 players that I've seen like very popular mixtapes out of that never made it to the NBA.
Yeah, I know, but they got a better chance. They got a better chance than the average Joe because they views and followers and things of that.
Come on,
Like, you can get scholarships off of doing something on the internet. Like college coach don't even gotta come see you. They gonna see how cracking that highlight tape was and just pull the trigger.
Yep. Now you got ticket sales automatically.
All that. It's not even about talent as much. It's like, can we put he puts fans in the seats? Oh, we need him. Which is crazy, but I mean, you know, it's a business at the end of the day.
Where would you rank Trey Parker's mixtape all time?
Of course, I seen it first person. So like I ain't seen it on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I can only imagine his highlight tape.
Yeah.
I seen it in person too. I haven't seen
just like that.
Like on the AAU circuit. I bet he's doing crazy stuff,
bro.
There you go.
Hey, bro. Matter of fact, the first highlights I seen of Trey Parker was boom. He caught a fast break, dunked it, right? Stole it.
Got to steal it, did a windmill.
Yeah. and then he stole it again and hit a 3. And that, like it was all in like 15 seconds or something like that.
I remember that. Hey, I remember that. Hey, I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah, that's the first one I seen. So I can only imagine his full 15-minute highlight mixtape look. There probably some crazy bodies on there too.
There you go, just like that.
Yeah.
I like this group over here, man.
Stay hot like that.
I think Johnny Walker, number 17 over there,
Count it.
honestly had probably the
There you go.
most impressive season to me that like went unnoticed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he kind of remind me of Bryce in the same like aspect of like having a complete package.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like when he got on the court, I think there was one game I seen him play poorly in 2 seasons.
There you go.
And that's good, bro.
There you go. Just like that.
It's like when he gets on the court, good stuff happens. Every time.
All the time, yeah.
And I remember he snapped back the game after because it was a game on a Friday. He was just missing the shots that day. Saturday, snapped, went lights out.
BG, yes, sir.
See, he ain't missing, Tyson.
There you go.
I mean,
Bang. Let's go. Let's
Bryson
go.
Warren.
Bang.
What percentage you feel like you should be shooting in these situations right here?
Man, you gotta say if you shooting 10 a spot, you gotta be making 7 out of 10.
70%?
It's wide open. I think these young hoopers are good enough to make 7 out of 10. Like when I was coming up, like in the NBA Combine, I was like 8 out of 10 at least. Like you're wide open. You could kind of take your time most of the time. Like you shouldn't miss a lot, especially when you're not moving like these. You gotta knock these down.
And nowadays, like if you're a big, that's still the standard.
That's the standard because everybody got to shoot. Everybody got to be able to shoot.
Bro, it's so crazy, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Win, baby. Let's go.
Hey, like, I'm telling you, man, the shooting coach, when I went to the little shooting coach thing, man, like, it increased my three-pointers tremendously. So they've been doing this for their whole life. Muscle memory is crazy.
It's just trying to get in the zone and not worrying about everybody watching.
All of this is mental.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Is basketball like is this something you learn as a kid? I feel like if you hoop as a kid, then you just have, I don't know how to explain. You know, like with someone who's never danced before, they just have no rhythm?
Yeah.
I think it's like that with sports too. Like
It
if you start
definitely
hooping
is.
at an early age,
There's only a few that can hoop at a later age and still be good.
yeah.
And you hear those stories, too. Like, oh, he just
Like
started playing.
Santos, like he started
Santos.
playing
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, oh, he started playing when he was in 9th grade.
But those are only like every now and then, and they most of the time always be bigs.
Yeah.
You don't see no guard that started in 9th grade.
To be honest, I don't even think that can happen.
No, I never thought about that. I don't think there is a guard.
At all. Like no guard started late.
That's a big difference.
He had been doing this his whole life.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Good. Good job. Good job. Good job, yo. Good job, yo. Good job.
Mentality, man.
Family. Good job, y'all. Work.
I'm happy for these
see what
guys,
you got,
man.
man. Hey,
I like being
let me see what
put
you
in
got,
like
man.
these type of pressure situations.
Do.
Yeah, you see who's really about it.
Go ahead. Oh, man.
It's crazy that we've been here the whole, like, ever since the start.
Yeah, for some of these players, I feel like we've seen them grow so much.
I know Trey Paul can't wait to the
He can't wait.
to the dunker.
You already know. Every chance he get, he got to tear the rim down.
Yeah, he can't
You
wait
have
to the finishing part of it.
You have to. You got to show these scouts everything.
Yeah. Hey, though, man, like crazy how like you can be doing everything right as a basketball player, man, but just because an individual
For sure.
got more followers than you, he might.
For real.
Hey, man, you gotta self promo all through high school, middle school, self promo.
You gotta do something.
There's also some politics to it too.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's about who you around. Like you can be like around another famous basketball player on the same team.
And your profile increases.
Yeah, and just because,
Oh, you can have nobody on your team and nobody's coming to your game.
Yep, so nobody watching. So
It's all of that. Like everything gotta work out damn near perfect.
yeah, like Mikey was on Bronny's AAU team or something like that, and then everybody started. Hey, nah, it's
Everyone
tough.
started watching him.
Yep. Oh, Ertez got a haircut.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
He got the fraud.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
he did.
is
And
throwing me off.
Now he's serious.
Okay.
He's very serious.
Hey, it's a wrap on Group 1 and 2 here at the OTE Combine presented by GMC. So we got 2 new groups taking the floor here. So we get a chance to see them deliver here on these drills. This is Group 3 right now on the court, and man, I just can't get my the cut is throwing me off dramatically.
Yeah, it is.
He had to fall for it.
Tez need to loosen up. He a little nervous right
He probably
now.
got a little more bounce too.
We've seen a lot out of Ertez Cobbs over the course of the last couple of seasons, man. At first, it was his high flying. He's shown his ability to lead his team. He's shown his ability to play some defense at times.
Oh yeah.
He's been like an all-around contributor.
Ted's like the perfect teammate, man. He a teammate everybody want to have, man.
Yeah, seems like he's always happy no matter how he's playing.
He is off the mark right now, though.
Little nerves, little mental.
Yeah,
you can tell.
that's it. It would be good if they had a little bit of music, like some background music. You'd be a little more comfortable.
Yeah, you might hear somebody say, "Damn,
For real.
the whole day.
For real.
Yeah, they definitely need some music.
They need some little background music.
Hey, nah, you know how, man, I'll be so hot, man. Hear somebody say,
Yeah.
Let me get.
Nah, it's tough, man.
Nah, yeah. Cobb's definitely shown his ability to shoot. He hasn't been hitting the mark here. And it happens, man.
Man, Ted's like, he one of the players like, boom, you go to LA Fitness, you ain't really paying him no attention, you know what I'm saying?
Why is it always LA Fitness?
Because-
They got good runs in LA Fitness?
Man, and they're just
Really?
you know what I'm saying? That's just the most known public runs place.
Huh.
Yeah, everybody's going to LA Fitness.
Yeah,
It used to be like the YMCA. It's like,
yeah. Now, if it's not LA Fitness, it's somewhere that everybody knows about in that city. But other than that,
People, YMCA still exists?
yeah, bro.
Wow.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's for the the older guys.
yeah, it ain't
YMCA.
or some young kids.
Yeah, young kids, their parents drop them off over there. They got little, you know what I'm saying? Little partnership, membership.
Yeah.
We got Tudor putting up some shots right now. Tudor honestly had a surprising evolution from season 1 and 2. Season 1, he was the self-described least athletic player in OTE, and then all of a sudden got this explosive burst in season 2. Known for his passing, he's a good shooter as well. He fought for his minutes, man. Tudor had a good season overall. I wish he played a little bit bigger of a role, but you could see the improvement.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that this is all mental because when he started off, like I was watching him warm up before everybody. Tudor's warming up for everybody. He didn't miss no shots. He came when he first started, he missed all of them. And now he's starting to warm up a little bit more, so I definitely can tell this little mental.
Yeah, it's like a little, they're just so anxious and nervous.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you waited your whole life for a moment like this,
I mean, yeah, it's bound to have some.
yeah, you'd be in your head a little bit.
You would, but you know, the best players aren't in their head.
Yeah.
So like, I remember going through this. It was I prepared every day the drills, the exact drills I was gonna do in front of the GM. So like when I was there, I just blocked everything out of my mind. I just felt like I was at the gym back home by myself working on it.
No love.
And that just helped me. That just helped me because I was so prepared.
Yeah. Gotta make it seem like ain't nobody in here with me, man.
Yeah, you got to.
If you able to block out everybody, man.
That's what Izzy was talking about after his big win the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just mental. You lose to the same guy 3 times.
That's it.
Running back a 4th time. You should be in your head, but
Yeah.
I think, sports is pretty mental. Even the most
Hold on,
physical
Izzy
ones.
lost to him 3 times?
Yeah.
Yes,
Two in a separate league, and then one's previously in the UFC.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when he taunted his son.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was taunting a child is insane.
But I feel him though. He was probably so hurt after that the last time that happened.
Man, this little kid, I've been seeing the same kid at all his fights, man. And he done did the same thing to me 3 times. He done beat me 3 times, bro. Not this time, buddy.
And he pointed at him too. Like, you remember it?
He searched him out. Like, where he at?
For real.
Yeah, nah,
Is this like an additional challenge for some of these players? Because, I mean, even here, the three-point line is the FIBA three-point line, but a lot of these players go from like the high school three-point line to now having to shoot from the NBA three-point line. Does it make a big difference in your percentages?
For sure, because it's just so far back. Like, I remember it took me like my whole first season in the league to really, get comfortable shooting them deep threes. Because it's a different shot than college. It's obviously a different shot than high school. It's deep range, and a lot of these young kids got the range. It's just like in a workout like this, you miss 2 or 3 in a row, that it's in your head now. You probably gonna miss 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. It's a far shot. You got to really be able to work on that every day.
I think people really underestimate how big a role like distance plays. Because when people watch too much. People blame Stephen Curry for it, but I think it's just themselves. Because you don't have to shoot from that far back.
You don't, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool. It feels great, too.
When you hit it, but it's like there's only a few players that can do it.
Yeah.
But that's what they show on TV, so every kid's the first shot they take, they're going to be from half court.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what's funny, man? I didn't see like a renaissance of high post fades after like Kobe and Michael Jordan.
At all.
But Stephen Curry deep threes, man.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It sells tickets, too. And they try to blame Steph because he be making them, everybody else be missing them.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though.
That's what's crazy. It's like, you mad because it's a good shot for me. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good shot for y'all.
And it's harder to defend, too. You got to guard him as soon as he touch half court.
Right when he come in the starting lineup.
You got to guard him.
You got to face guard him.
Yeah. But what a lot of them don't understand is they be missing out on the conditioning that it take.
Now,
Like,
that's a fact, especially off ball.
Yeah, he be running around.
He don't stop running. And that's what they don't see. They just see the 3 ball.
This is a good opportunity to bring in special guests. Glad to have you back on the broadcast. Coach O, welcome.
Appreciate it.
Hey, it's nice to have you on here. You've worked closely with the players throughout the season. You've noticed, I imagine, considerable improvement. Is there anyone that stood out to you the most?
A lot of guys stood out to me the most. Tyler Smith, Bryson Warren, everybody.
The mic may not be connected. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
As we get set here.
Little technical difficulty.
Coach O's insights are always necessary.
They're locked in.
We're watching Devontae Cobbs.
With the 3, and he making them right now, so.
Yeah, and
This is the biggest thing, the shooting. Like, if you can knock down these shots, like, you're gonna be good because they know you can jump out the gym. They know you're fast. This is like very important. I remember preparing for the combine. All I worked on all day, every day was these drills. And then running and sprinting in these drills because it's different when you don't sprint, when you prepare for these, because then when you get in this, you're running faster than you usually go. You miss 2 or 3 shots, now your legs is getting heavy. Like everything's pushed against you now. See, he's tired now. You know, it's tough because you got to shoot faster, and then they're watching. It's like you got
everything probably off balance.
Everything, everything.
And he looked good though, man. He hitting them right now, so.
That's good. He finished good.
He did. Let's see his teammates cheering him on.
Two-door, and they gave him number 2. Good teammates, man.
We got Ralph.
But like, I wonder how like GMs look at it because like they around like pros all day who making these non-stop. So like when you come and see a high schooler who like, I wonder how they gauge it. Like, oh, okay, well, Curry makes 100 out of 100. He made 35 out of 100. How do they gauge if that's good or not?
It's hard. It's hard because what they're seeing every day, like you said, is a Curry.
Yeah.
But I think they know not to compare nobody to,
of course,
one of the best to ever shoot it. But you just got to make shots. You got to have, like I said, 7 out of 10 is pretty good when you're wide open.
Yeah.
You got no defense on you. So if your percentage can be that or better, oh, that says a lot.
Yeah.
If you're shooting 50% wide open shots,
that mean
that's tough.
Yeah, when they contest it, it's gonna be 31.
It's gonna go down.
Yeah,
it's tough.
That's tough.
That's true too.
Yeah, it's a good thing they don't be comparing these guys to pros. Cause like IT said, he don't miss. So,
and you know a pro's really not missing when they're working out.
Yeah, I know.
Even a guy that don't make them in the games is making 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. That's how good the talent is.
Oh, man. Hey, but they want to be pros, so they ain't got no choice but to.
Yeah, they got to play to that standard.
Yeah.
Definitely opportunity to impress, too. We saw Ralph earlier. Ralph received a couple offers just off the strength of his performance so far here this combine.
Oh, really?
And he was pretty underrated throughout the season. He didn't log too many minutes. He came like mid-season.
Yeah, I know.
So I think he has a lot to prove, and this is the perfect proving grounds.
Yeah, I heard about the offers. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it works, though. Like, that's the same thing going to the pros. All you need is one guy to fall in love with you.
Yeah.
I heard that story from the John Morant story was pretty impressive.
I ain't heard it.
Yeah. There was, anyway, it's a long story.
I'm pretty sure you're going to tell it, though.
Yeah, at some point No, he has told it.
Who?
John Morant.
You can't, like, sum it up?
Yeah, the summary is like there was a scout in the building at another gym, but he went to grab some Doritos and noticed Ja hooping in the practice gym.
Oh, yeah.
And then was like, yo, this guy is talented. Gave him an offer. Boom, he went from there to NBA.
Oh, that's tough.
Because he didn't have I think his college was his only offer coming out of high school.
Yep, exactly.
And he went to, Murray State?
Yep. Let's take this opportunity to welcome Coach O. Coach O, welcome to the broadcast.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh, there we go. We can hear you now.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
I can hear him now.
I'm back.
How you
Turn me
feeling?
up. Turn me up then.
I asked you earlier, has anyone, like, I know, like, you don't want to pick favorites or nothing like that, but
Right.
you work closely with the players. Is there anyone that impressed you throughout the season from the level of improvement you've seen?
Bryce Griggs, just not only his basketball, but just his body, how he came in shape, just the transformation of everything. Tyler Smith that's out here shooting now, just the way he's performed throughout the whole season. Ethan and Alex, how they continue to got better, especially Ethan handling the ball, doing certain things, and of course the twins, Masar and Aman, they just continue to get better. But one guy that really surprised me, I wouldn't say surprised me, but Jalen Martin before he got hurt, he was one of the top 5 players in our league. And then of course he got the hamstring injury and came back, but I mean he was putting on a show that first month of the season.
Yeah, even when he came back from the injury, like the first half of the playoffs, he was like, I've never seen anything like it.
He was lights out. He was scoring 30 a night.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, this definitely is.
I got a question for you, Coach O.
Yeah.
What do you? I know you be talking to these guys all the time and giving them the game they need for the next level. What do you tell them in terms of preparation for something like this? Like especially with, I was telling these guys that it's really more mental than anything, especially when these eyes are on you in this situation. So how do you prepare these guys for the mental part of this combine?
Now, I call it like the ABCs, being aware of your emotions. That's the A, being balanced with your emotions. And then the C is curiosity. You know, understanding your emotions are there for a reason. Don't doubt yourself, because if you trust yourself, you're not going to doubt yourself. And then I also look at this distortations. That's negative thoughts. Negative thoughts gonna come, but can you focus on the positive thoughts? And I always say, I'd rather talk to myself than listen to myself. Because if I'm listening to myself, all them negative thoughts gonna come in. But if you're talking to yourself and you feeding yourself with positive affirmations like, I got this, I'm more than a conqueror, one shot, all right, I'm gonna get back to the next one. I think that's when you build emotional agility. And I think this is what these young men really need at these days, because it's a lot of emotions, social media. You shoot an air ball, that's on social media, all this stuff, man. But if you can create, if you can eliminate distractions and just go out there and take one shot at a time. I think the great ones, they come in, they take 500 shots. They make 500 shots, but they take one shot at a time. Can I do this as perfect as I can, no matter what the results is? It's about the process, and I think you talked about that. Trust the process, don't rush the process. It's all in the process. I truly believe that.
That was beautiful.
That was amazing.
Motivated me.
I need to write that down.
I was lost in it. Like when I'm hearing them talking, I just forgot everything going on in here. So
then that's where you got to go, though.
Yeah.
You got to go to that space when when you got opportunities like this. You have to go to that space somehow, some way.
And I think, you know, you don't want to run from this. And I think some players, they doubt themselves. They run from the competition. They run from this. But all the work you've done, you put yourself in this situation to be under this pressure. So why not embrace it?
Yeah, you're right. They've been spending their whole life trying to get right here.
Get right here, and a lot of people don't do it, Duke. Like, you get the opportunity to do it, so embrace all that. This is a great championship opportunity, and I think we put negative thoughts in. It makes you tight, makes you tense, and then you don't be the person that you're really supposed to be.
Man, that's tough.
It's just 2 and 2.
Like one of the best players in this whole gym might have a terrible day just because he mentally in his own head.
But then you also, like, we all had them. I always had, but you got to be compassionate to yourself too. Like, maybe I've had a bad day here, but I got to forgive myself, and then I know tomorrow gonna bring another opportunity. I'm not gonna defend myself. I'm gonna attack the new opportunity, and maybe today not my day, but I got the next day. I can come back and hoop tomorrow. As long as I'm breathing, I got a chance.
I like that. Forgive yourself. Actually, we got Davis ready with a vibe cam right now. Let's check in with Davis.
Second time around. You got 3 more
All righty. I'm here with Big Shot Bryce. Hey, Bryce, tell me what the preparation for this combine has been for you.
I just feel like just a lot of training every day. You know, I went to Houston for a couple weeks. You know, I locked in my fam. You know, I got in there with a couple legends, TJ Ford, you know, John Lucas, you know, my brother, you know, and it was good to, you know, get some good work and come back and show it today.
Okay, are there any nerves that are out here for you as you, like, go on and do this?
I feel like it wasn't no nerves. I just had to get my first couple shots out the way, my first couple misses, and after that, I was flowing. I got my feet up under me, and, you know, the shots were looking good.
All right, is there anything in particular you're looking to show the scouts today?
Just showing them I could be on any NBA team, and just showing them that I love the game. And it's gonna show today, and it's gonna show this week. So I just want to show them that I'm a true point guard, I'm a leader, and I'm just here to show them what I can do this week.
All right, awesome. Best of luck to you. Appreciate it. And let's head back to you, Agent.
I always thought it was fascinating how Davis dapped somebody. It's like a 5-star wide palm dap. It's very interesting.
You seen it all the way from up here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it throws me off every time.
Let it go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Got Jalen Lewis and TJ Clark putting up shots right now.
Come on, TJ. Light that thing up, boy. Yes, sir.
He's shooting further back from the actual three-point line.
I'm shooting these. I'm hugging that three-point line. I'm kissing that three-point line.
We need it now. Now you know what to do. Knock it down. Knock it down.
Maybe it's like a confidence thing.
I love the enthusiasm of the guys that's not shooting, man. That just helps you out. Like, this is what it's all about. I mean, and scouts are looking at this too. Don't get it twisted.
That's what I was about to say. Like, scouts are looking at the energy of everything.
Yeah, everything.
Like how you're missing shots and still got positive energy, all of that.
Coach O, how would you describe the improvement from TJ Clark from season 1 to 2?
Oh, it's been great. I think Tim really helped him out a lot. Just having him have the ball a little bit more, but just being able to be a complete player. I think it's been great from his improvement, understanding the game, his IQ of the game, finding his spots, finding his niche. Because it's all about, finding your role in the league. You got to find your niche, and you got to be great in your role. And whatever that is, you got to make sure it's the best for you and go out there and try to execute it each and every day. And I think he did that with the Young Dreamers this year. He found his niche, defensive stopper. We already know he can do that. But finding his niche where he can get his 3-ball off and then get to the rim a little bit and creating some things in the transition was a great surprise, too.
Definitely known as a defensive anchor. Showing his ability to shoot throughout the season as well.
Yeah, you can just look at the Noah board. I mean, he on top of that thing. 2,000, 3,000. That's like in a month. He on top of it. 9,000. I mean, it was impressive when we put that total up there. Some of our guys had 0. Some of our guys had 6,000. But it's gonna come off in the wash. If you've been working, if you've not been working, it's gonna come out in the wash. And he's been working.
Good.
At some point, it's gonna show.
Yeah, at some point, it's gonna show.
Come on. There you go, J-Mark. Come on, J-Mark. Good. There you go.
Do you think scouts use like their notes app instead of clipboards in 2023?
There you go.
They definitely use the notes app. You come with a clipboard, it's like, you've been in the game a minute. You've been in the game a minute.
I ain't changing what I'm doing. I ain't no switching up with me. I got my clipboard. I don't care what y'all say.
I feel you, though. He been in the game a minute. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That dude come with his iPad. He coming with everything.
Everything. These guys been in the game so long. They see the eye test.
Clipboard. Because that's like, in my head, that's what a scout looks like.
Yeah.
They got clipboards in my head.
Clipboard and glasses.
Tyler been shooting that thing.
Man, he's been knocking it down.
Golly, I think we went about 6 of them from the start drill. We've been knocking them down.
There's Jalen Lewis shooting from the corner. Jalen Lewis picked up a little bit throughout the course of the playoffs. He's been a little bit hot and cold, both season 1 and 2, but definitely has a lot of potential and promise.
Yep.
This is a perfect floor for him to show what he's all about.
Yep. I think you always get these opportunities. You just got to make the most out of them. And yeah, there's been some ups and downs, but he got to see, a roadblock is like a stepping stone. He got to understand next year you're going to come in with better confidence, and you never know when it's going to bloom. You just got to keep planting the seeds, and I think he's been planting the seeds, getting in the gym, doing the unseen hours, and it's going to show up just like IT said. What I do in the dark is going to come to light eventually. We just don't know when.
Yeah, you just don't know when.
That's when people give up in the win part. They don't know when. But if you just continue to progress and continue to do what you have to do and pushing your talent to greatness each and every day, I think you got a chance.
He's connecting now. That's 5 straight.
He definitely focused on his form right now. I see the focus.
Everything got to be.
Coach, you play NBA 2K?
Nah, I used to play. I don't play. My son's 26 now, but back in the day, just to spend a little time with the young fella, man, I had to get up there and try to play a little 2K. But I was more a Madden man. I played a little football. Cause I played basketball all the time. I was like, let me play some football. Yeah. I want to get on that 2K basketball.
I wish we would have got to see more from Cook, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I felt the same way at the end of season 1. I still feel the same way now. The players tell me he's one of the best shooters in the building.
Yeah, he got a ratchet on. He can definitely shoot it. You know how super athletic he is. It's just, hopefully his body stays healthy. He can go into, this summer and this summer and show some NBA talent that he can come out there and play and stay healthy. And he's been through a lot these 2 years because he had that first pro day, he killed it and was on the map, and then he got the stress fracture, then got injured again this year. But everything is going to build up, and he's going to have a great opportunity to come out and really show what he has. And hopefully he just continues to work. And I just seen that through his rehab and all the different things that he's doing. He's learning from my HPD how to take care of his body, and I know all this thing is just setting him up for greatness.
For sure.
He has such a silky shot,
Yeah,
man.
his jumper looks.
Oh my God.
You can just tell he can shoot.
He lucky he done got bigger too.
Yeah, right?
He's been definitely in the weight room.
Come on, Nate.
It's Alex Sarr. I love Alex
Come on,
Sarr.
Nate. There you go. Good.
How tough would you say it is to come back from injury and continue to compete, being in Cook's position?
I mean, it's a challenge, but I see a championship opportunity in challenge, and it's just probably getting over the doubt. Can I make certain moves? You know, just getting over that doubt and trusting yourself again. I think that's the biggest hurdle whenever you get injured like that. It's just trusting yourself again that I can do this, and it just you got to expose yourself. You got to get out there and compete. You got to make sure your body is right. But just doing all the different things, taking care of his body, I think he's gonna come in with a great mindset. And then getting another opportunity, relishing in this opportunity that I'm back again and I'm able to come out here and do the certain things, I think it's going to really help him also. But he's just putting in the work, and I think he's going to have a really good showing this OTE combine, and then after this, going into the spring and the summer. And he's going to get some looks because his size, and he can shoot it like that. You know, those are just God-given talents. You know, a lot of people don't have that. I'm 6'2", I ain't had that. You know, it's something that he just separates himself with his body, that stature of his body. And now it just starts in, you know, in the mental part. It's really from the neck up. A lot of this game. You can have the physical tools, but if you don't have the mental attitude, I mean, it's gonna get you.
How do you train the mental?
I mean, like I was saying, like, can you block out all the negative thoughts? Can you focus on the positive things, no matter what's going on? Looking at it as a positive aspect. And you can't really do it in the moment of truth. Like out here, you really got to take this thing back home. And you know, when you're alone, playing the mental games, because at the moment of truth, you're gonna revert to back to who you are. So I mean, in the times when you're not emotional, can I make sure I'm meditating, make sure I'm, you know, talking to myself positive, and when I get out there in the moment of truth, I can always build back on them tools because I've been preparing myself for this moment.
Yeah, the preparation is everything. I think that's what helped me succeed.
And so what y'all think about this player comparison for Cook and Vince Carter? What y'all think about that?
Man,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Does he jump over the rim?
I seen him do an elbow hang before.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could jump like Vince, though.
Bro, elbow hang is so hard to do, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really see that many people do elbow hang.
At all.
I think it's just because it hurts.
Do it? I ain't never did one before.
I asked Santo, he said it
Yeah, I haven't
he
even
said it
done one on
hurt.
the little hoop.
yeah,
I didn't even want to try it on the little hoop. I just felt like it was gonna hurt.
That gotta be technique, though, man. You gotta
Yeah, you gotta know. Yeah, you gotta know what. You gotta know what you're doing for sure.
See, like a guy like Cook, he got to do all the tough things. Like, he got to guard 1 through 4.
Yeah.
To get a shot in the league. Like, he got to, like, start, like, this is who I am. Like, I'm guarding 1 through 4. I'm a 3D guy. I'm shooting 40% from the 3, but if I'm switching on 1 and 4, like, I got to be talking. I got to be, like, all these different things that nobody else is doing, he has to be able to do those. And only tough people do tough things. And he has got to understand that, and that's why I'm telling his agent, I'm telling him, like, I'll be talking to everybody. Like, when everybody else shooting, I'm talking. Like,
yeah, the whole
I'm like
time.
Malik. I'm clapping.
The
like,
whole time.
Even if I'm not making no shot, they're going to be like, who's 21? That dude just got energy. He's like, where are you getting this from? Like, I want him a part of my team. I always tell people about Theo Pinson. Man, they paying Theo Pinson. He ain't played in 2 years. They still giving him a check because of his energy and what he brings to the team. And, like, these guys got to understand that. We see all the superstars, but it's 350 guys that's in the league getting paid because they know a role. They bring energy.
Yeah, and you know, from outside looking in, guys will be like, oh, he's a cheerleader, oh, he don't play. It's like, he got a real role on that team. Like, and they depend on him every day to be like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And IT. Pinson gonna bust you up in practice.
He's got to serve.
Play 3-on-3, he gonna bust you up in
He's
practice.
got to serve.
Dudes, like, I'm
gotta-
ready, yeah.
He's got
This dude,
I'm ready to go.
yeah, this dude won a national championship. This dude ain't just a bum. He can't play. This dude just knowing his role.
Exactly.
Looks like we got Davis on the vibe cam with Bryson Warren. Let's listen in.
Alrighty. I'm here with Bryson Warren. Absolutely incredible shooting performance out there. Can you tell me a little bit what it's like bringing what you do in the drills all the way out here in front of the scouts, how you make that happen?
Yeah, I mean, just going through it all week, all my life really. But, everybody was working hard for this. I know I was in the gym all week working on this a little bit, but mainly just, making sure my form is right and getting ready for this day.
All right, now, the question everyone wants to know, can you tell us about the name selection for Bryson Warren United?
I mean, I always wanted to have my own AAU team, so it's like they already kind of had a name, but I just wanted the Bryson Warren United to just go, just my name, and just like, show that, we're united. As Arkansas as a whole, we all, trying to come together.
All right, and last question, is there anything in particular trying to show the scouts out here today?
A lot of them know I can already shoot, but just continue to show that I have a flamethrower.
All right, cool, awesome. Appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you for the hard-hitting questions, Davis. I'm glad somebody asked him about the AAU team, man.
Calling your shot a flamethrower, though.
Flamethrower.
He knows.
I love it.
I got this flamethrower on me, man. Nah, it's tough.
Alex Sarr putting up some shots, man. He's been doing fantastic. I've been watching him shoot.
Man, he's knocking it down. 7 feet, knocking it down like this.
He's knocking it down.
He looks good. I think he had a little bit of a slow start to the season, but man, did he heat up and he show out in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was upset at him. In the beginning of the season, I was upset.
He was upset
I'm
with
not gonna lie. I was upset with Sarr, but he, like AJ said, man, he turned it on and man, he showed us all what he got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if you're like that, people will know eventually.
Yeah.
I
It'll show.
Yeah, you see this type of, you come to see this, he's getting it.
Yeah. From a center footer,
Yeah,
man, he
7 foot,
man, he got him in his pocket right now, man.
7 foot, can handle the ball. Was
can really
playing
guard 1
perimeter
through
defense
5.
on
Yeah.
the Twins.
Yep.
Yeah, he
throughout
can
the
really guard
season.
1 through 5.
Yeah,
That's what's
for
crazy.
sure, yeah.
He did a real good job.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now that I'm looking at him from like from the booth up here, his shot doesn't look the same as it does on the floor.
Now this is right now. He calm. He wide open. He can just focus on doing
I'm
the
talking about his
fundamental.
release though.
He probably changed it. You never know.
Maybe he did actually.
I doubt he changed it this close.
Yeah, but he looked. That's like.
He's just trying something if he changed it. He's like, come on, fam, don't try that now.
Nah, it was working. Whatever you did, though.
When the offseason hits for these players, do they go back to their hometowns and practice with some of the, you know how Bryce was talking about how he was playing with some local NBA greats from Houston?
Yeah. Some of our draft eligible guys got, opportunity to leave, but most of our amateur guys, they have to complete school. So they're still in school to May. I think May is our graduation. So they still completing their academics, so they're in the gym a little bit more than some of our older guys.
Bryson Tiller is definitely a complete package type of player too, man.
Oh, he delivered this season.
And he's so young too.
So young. He's got it.
Yeah. He gonna definitely be a lottery pick when
Oh, for sure.
for his class.
And he seemed like a good kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, no distraction.
Yeah, like.
No distraction. He come in and get his work in. All right, I ain't gonna say too
Don't
much,
say
but I'm about to.
nothing.
You gonna
I'm
see?
not
You gonna
gonna
see?
cause
Like,
no problem.
yeah, I'm about to get it done.
I'm just gonna handle my business.
And he got traded in mid-season. A lot of young players can't handle that. So
Yeah.
he handled it very, very well.
Being traded at the age
Player
of
movements,
16.
we call it. Yeah.
Player move.
Player movements. Nah, that's crazy because a lot of high school players don't go through trades.
Yeah,
I remember when I went through my first trade. That hit me like, if I was able to go through that at 16, 17, I would have maybe took it a little different.
You took it personally,
Oh,
too.
what?
You got traded from where to where?
I was so mad. That was from Phoenix to Boston. Obviously, it was like a blessing in disguise for my career. But at the moment, man.
I got traded at shoot-around.
What?
Yeah, we was I was with Milwaukee, and we was in Seattle, about to play Seattle, and they was all interviewing.
Seattle.
They was all interviewing Ray Allen before the shoot-around. I'm like, what are you interviewing him for? He came over. He's like, man, I got traded. I was like, all right, you know when they get traded, all right, man, I'll take care of your stuff. He was like, guess what? You got traded too. I said, oh man, come on, bro.
Hey, that's how it be.
Come on,
That's
man.
how I was. Look, mine. I was on. We were on the team bus waiting to go to the airport. So we already knew a couple guys were getting traded. So we were waiting on the deadline. And the guys that we knew were getting traded, they got traded like 5 minutes before the deadline. So everybody was like, okay, this is the squad for the rest of the season. I remember Brandon Wright. He played under my team in Phoenix Suns. He was on his phone like this. He like, IT, you just got traded. I'm like, no, I didn't. My agent said I was good. He showed me the phone like it was on the little ticker. Traded to the Boston Celtics. I'm like, oh no, I did. I mean, I got off the bus. I went to the locker room. I got like 3 pair of shoes. I went home. I'm like, I'm gonna get my little favorite shoes I got.
That's it. You got 48 hours.
I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was hot.
Nah, I bet it's worse when you have to move cities.
Oh yeah, and
That's what
if
the
you got
trades
kids
are.
and all that, you gotta take your kids out of school.
Yeah.
It's like it's so much more than just
Just
the player.
switching
Just basketball. It's business, yeah.
It's so much more.
All right, fellas, it's been a pleasure.
Of course. Thank you for joining us, Coach. I'll let you get out of here.
Always.
Man, I could listen to, I mean, you need like a podcast or something.
Man, he needs a
Like,
podcast.
I bet y'all have like a plethora of those stories.
Goodness.
He need a 7:30 a.m. podcast. Get people going in the morning.
Look, start the day. Start the
I'm
day.
listening to that before I go on a hike.
Like a dose of motivation to get the day going.
For sure. And he had me hyped.
Oh, man. And on that note, man, it's a perfect opportunity to bring in our next special guest, man, a back-to-back OTE champion. Very used to winning at this point, but we hardly see him smile, man. Coach Lato, thank you for joining us on the broadcast.
Appreciate it. I'm going to smile today, though. I'm good.
Yeah, today's a good day, Coach Lato. How you feel about your team's performance throughout the season? How you think they're going to perform here today?
You know what? A lot of growth. You know, there's so much that goes into this, and when you're with young guys who really don't know what they don't know, then you got to keep pouring into them. It's repetitive information, repetitive actions. And so that's what I try to concentrate on more than anything, and this is a part of it today, is to do what we talk about doing all the time, but now you're doing it at a little bit higher pace because of who's in the building. You're going to be a little bit more racing with your mindset, and maybe an IT that said it great this morning, whether you score 50 or score 2, it's a simple concept that when you're young you got to adapt to. And so I like certain guys that I had be able to do that kind of stuff, and so this is a tremendous opportunity for them to show themselves.
Nah, 100%. How you feel about, like, it's one thing to perform throughout the regular season, but I feel like it's a different type of nerves because they're not playing in front of, like, fans right now. They're playing in front of scouts and GMs. That's a different type of pressure, right?
Absolutely. I bet you they would rather do it in front of these guys.
Really?
And MTV, yeah. I mean, it is obviously the thrill that of a crowd, but this is what they base their life on. This is their dress rehearsal and for them. If you look at it from a family perspective, they may be the golden meal ticket, and so this is what we all talk about. And so I want to perform well. There's some angst that goes along with that. I've watching guys miss 6 or 7 in a row that I know can shoot, but then when they catch a rhythm, they may make 6 or 7 in a row. And that's as much emotional as it is a physical attribute.
Now, you know what? I ain't even think of it from that point of view. Like, for some of these individuals, they are the golden ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, they family might rest on their shoulders depending on where they go You know what I'm saying? They've been training for this their whole life, so it's a lot of pressure right there, man. That's a lot.
The amount of people, you know, there's about approximately 500 jobs in the NBA, and there's, I don't know, 500,000, whatever that number of people that believe, and their families believe they can get there. So they've moved up the ladder to be at least considered. But the making it versus not making it, one is a very, very thin line, and they may not know, or their families may not know for sure where that line is. And so we've got to be able to encourage them, but be truth tellers in what they got to do and how they got to do it. For me personally, it's pace. You know, like what's the pace of your work? You know, and that's one of the challenges that we have is for these guys every day to go at a physical and an emotional pace that allows them to grow quickly.
It's also true that there's like more than one league too. So even if you could still have a career playing basketball, and some of the guys on the floor right now literally already play professionally. I think sometimes people forget that. They think like it's just NBA or you're done. I feel like there's so many different ways to be successful playing basketball.
Yeah, and until you get there, you don't know what that looks like or feels like. You know? You putting everybody, I'm going to play, what's your dream? Oh, I'm playing the league. I want to play in the NBA.
Yeah.
And you realize, and I come from a lot of years in college, and when that doesn't happen, like, okay, well, I got a watershed moment here. I got to figure out my life. And there really is great, you know, success in a lot of different places that you can go, whether it's here in the States in the G League or overseas, and create a 10, 12, 15-year career, make a lot of money, see the world. But you can't have that conversation when he's 17 years old because, you know, either they don't know what you're talking about or you're a hater because you don't believe in my dream. You know, and I tell you did a great job in talking today, and I'm listening to it, and I'm going back to South Kent, you know, and I walked out of that gym, I'm like, you lit up that gym. I remember that specifically, but the odds were against you all the time. You know, the last pick in the draft, and what about his size? But the pace in which you operate emotionally allows you to do that, and that's part of the unspoken nature of how you do. You know, talent is one thing. A lot of guys got talent. These guys are very talented. If you get a guy in today's world, because there's so much training going on, to work hard, but do you work, one, insatiably as opposed to working hard? And then do you have the wherewithal, the mindset that's going to take you through all the trials and tribulations, including what you said, like, okay, well, I haven't made it yet. What else can I do with my career and my life?
And I got a question for you, Coach. Knowing you since I was in high school, I've known you a long time. What do you tell these kids at this level about the process of all this? Because I'm pretty sure everybody in their circle is telling them they're the one. Everybody in them circles telling them how great they are right now. But no matter how great you are right now, there's still a process to this whole thing that I'm trying to be a professional, and not just the NBA. Like you said, like everybody's ultimate goal is always the NBA, but they're not always realistic with their opportunity, their situation, or where they're at today. So how do you preach to, especially like your team this season, how did you preach like the process of it all, like not wanting everything right now, because it's impossible to get everything right now?
Yeah, and that's a really, really important point that you bring up. And for me, my role, you know, I'm about the oldest, if not, I'm the oldest person in the building, so my perspective is a little different. Whether you have great success, and again, I'll use you as an example, you've been through more tragedy than triumph. And by tragedy, I mean just there's stopgaps, there's failure, there's you know, in the 82-game season, how do I deal with this, that, and the other? And so at this young age, they really have not had a lot of things in their way. You know, they've had success because of their talent, and it's got them to a certain place. But success is not going to be on the things you do well. Success is going to be how you handle the things that don't go well. So the introduction to that, and they have it here because we ask a lot of them. You know, I need you to be at your best at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I need you to be at best in the weight room. Go academics, for social media, content, all the things that's, and they're not built. So they tap out sometimes. Like, that's good to fail. It's good to want to tap out. But when I climb over that mountain that says I'm in your way, that's where you build up the confidence in yourself to be able to get through the trials and tribulations that this sport or anything else in life would bring. And we use basketball to be part of that, but it's a life issue more than anything else.
Yeah, for real, that's perfect.
Looks like Davis got us ready with a vibe cam. Let's check in with Davis.
Of course he does.
Alrighty, I'm here with Alex R. Hey, Can you talk to us about the transition from year 1 to year 2 and how that growth has looked like for you?
I feel like for me, as far as growth, it was more of an on-the-court thing with our coaches that really helped me a lot. I put in more work than I did last year, and I feel, yeah, he definitely helped me.
Okay, awesome. Now, your projected lottery for the 2024 NBA draft, talk to me about how that feels.
It feels good, you know. I feel like it's just a starting point for me. I don't get caught up too much in these type of things, but it definitely feels good that, like, you know, people see what I do and they know I got talent, I'll say.
Okay, cool. And big question, what are you looking forward to the most in year 3?
Year 3, I'm just looking forward to just a lot of growth, competing with my teammates, making my teammates better, and just being better all around the court.
Any player you compare yourself to?
No, not really. I don't compare myself to any player, but there's definitely a couple players in the league I look up to, like Giannis, Embiid, my brother, people like that, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
No, thank you, Davis. He's a good guy, man. He's a really good guy. I'm excited to see some of these players develop. Honestly, like, Coach Lader, you work very closely with all the players. I guess I get to see them during game time, so I get to see, like, their progression from game to game and season to season, man. It's been, like, even sometimes, like, I remember when I came from season 1 to season 2, I'd be like, man, he put on muscle. Like, he was in the gym, or like Jay Gore started season 2. I'm like, man, when did he shoot? Man, he did not shoot like that previous. Same with Asar as well. So it's nice to see that the work that y'all do behind the scenes is paying off in different ways. So this is one of the many opportunities that these players have had to just show to the scouts, to the fans, that they're taking it really seriously. I think Ethan probably had the most surprising one to me. Man, did he come through in the playoffs.
So what goes on downstairs and what happens up here on the second levels, you know, sometimes we judge. We come as a fan, like, did he play well and did he not play well? What's he doing? Where for us, the work is in the laboratory downstairs, and it's long, it's hard, it's arduous, but it has some meaning. And so over time, you mentioned Ethan, who's had a explosion this spring, to the end of the season, the playoffs, and then even after the playoffs, what he's been able to do, his confidence is through the roof. And I use an analogy, a little bit funny, you know, because everybody wants, particularly when we talk to all the Thompsons, what's their flaw? They don't shoot the ball as well. Well, you know, from today till tomorrow, I don't know how much your hair has grown. Right? I can't tell. Same thing with your game. I don't know. But if I look 6 months down the road, like, wow, your braids got a whole lot longer, you know. And so that is part of the process. You got to give it time. You got to let it evolve, and you got to. And so it's particularly with shooting, because that takes years.
Yeah.
You know, Gilgeous-Alexander, Murray here in Atlanta, they didn't come into the NBA as shooters. You know, Devontae talks about it. But yeah, I trust. Now, he may not go down as the most efficient, proficient three-point shooter, but I trust him when he had that ball in his hand that he can pull up and make a whole lot of shots. And that's how we're trying to get them physically every day, with repetition, and pace. And then emotionally, to just let the process be the process. Don't take a snapshot on this movie and judge yourself, or let others judge you by a snapshot. This motion picture is going to be an Academy Award winner if you let it play out.
I like that.
That's amazing.
There's Jaden Quaintance.
Bro, he is a great shooter. I've been watching him. For a big, too, man, he over there knocking them down.
Jaden Quaintance came and delivered for his team. And at the age of 15, man.
He's 15.
Yeah.
That's a 15-year-old.
With those long arms, those big hands, those kind of things.
Nah, yeah, he's shown himself defensively. He's good on the boards. Even on OTE TakeOver, it was the first time I was like, oh, man, he could shoot it, too. And then showed us that for the rest of the season. Jaden Quaintance has some serious potential, man. It's part of the reason why the Holy Rams did as well as they did. Big part of the reason why.
Yeah, he's really, he doesn't even know it yet how good he is, especially as a rebounder. I mean, he's got natural, you know, to work in space, and that's a free 50-50 ball that 4 or 5 guys in around, and he seems to always get it, not just because he's got big mitts, he's strong hands, but he's got determination. And as you said, you know, you see his game has been more perimeter orientated than just his body would dictate. Every time the Holy Rams have been here, even this morning, always in the gym. always with a ball in his hand. He's not hanging around doing it. He's always in the gym shooting. I've tried to tell him that to kind of let him know that that's important and people are watching.
That's good, because like you said, as a 15-year-old, you're not even understanding that.
No,
it's just normal for you. So if he understands people are noticing that, like that just makes you want to go that much harder.
What do you think about the player comparison for Jaden Quayton's Andre Drummond?
Yeah, Andre is massive.
So his coach said.
Yeah, he's massive, and you know, even he's got tree trunks, and he's more of a center, but it's a really good comparison from, you know, again, I can score really well in and around the basket and rebound it, you know, which carries over. It's an untold, not important enough aspect of the game that you can protect your basket by getting as many defensive rebounds as you possibly can and extending possessions on the offensive end. As you see in the NBA, there's usually the big man is about the only guy going for an offensive rebound sometimes. And so if you can study that, get better at it, it's a really, really good thing to have. And then I think, you know, the difference in the comparison with Andre is that he's going to be able to bring his game out and play that DHO game, you know, and shoot it as well, which is really important.
There he is, Jaden Quaynes. I asked IT this earlier, but Coach Lato, what would you say is like a good percentage to shoot from 3 on Combine Day?
You know what? Again, I'll go backwards before I go forward. They came into us last year shooting high school threes, except for the international guys, and so it didn't look really good. The percentage was terrible. A lot of discussions, should we move the line in, all that kind of stuff. But for the long-term potential, shooting NBA threes, and all of these guys shoot, you know, 6 inches, 12 inches behind that line. So obviously, if you're a front court guy, and these are shots, combine shots, so you should make more. You know, if you're in that 40%, 35 to 40, if you're a guard, you should be at 40 and above in an atmosphere like this. But then we add on the things we were talking about before. You know, you may not be because you got some angst, you know, a little nervous to perform because you know you're being watched by a lot of eyes.
A lot of important eyes.
A lot of important
decision-making eyes.
Yeah.
They dictate a lot you got going on.
I imagine some of them come up to you, too, to ask questions about some of the players.
Yeah. I was just doing it. I positioned myself on purpose, and they want to know who, you know. There's so much information to be had, and there's a backstory to each and every one of them. They're all young guys, and you know, where's his mindset? How much of a worker is he? How does he deal with, like we talked about, when things aren't going well? I've got to know all of those kinds of things because pretty much I know I'm going to get a talent. But what's beyond that talent, and what, you know, how can I separate? What edge can I create that the other 29 teams may not notice? And you talk to either myself or Coach Ali or anybody here that might give you a little tidbit that you can use that somebody else may not have.
And they're going to ask questions not just about, like you said, not just about what you see on the court. They're asking questions about how you see him every day.
Every day.
Every day. How is he as a teammate? How is he as a person each and every day, even the days he don't feel like being in here? It's like really specific questions that, you know, these kids don't even understand right now what is being asked of them. So.
He's in the weight room, you know, which is a hard thing. His body hurts. You know, how does he respond? Does he not want to be there? You know, is he just going through the motions, you know, or is he fighting through it? You know, that has a lot to do with his character and the building of his character is what he's doing on the basketball floor.
We got a new group of guys out there. Saw Somto shooting just a moment ago.
Somto is a real, you know, again, very rambunctious, you know, as you guys have seen during the year. His personality is off the charts, but, you know, sometimes controlling that is a challenge for him. But, man, generational in terms of this guy, 6'10", long arms, big hands, 40-inch vertical.
Yeah.
Block shots on the ball, weak side shot blocker, protects the rim. You know, like nobody's business, runs the floor. Yep. The key is I try to convince him is, you know, you have an opportunity to be a tremendous pick and roll defender. whether you're in drop coverage, whether you're icing, whether you're green and black or whatever, however, and just having them understand that you can make a lot of money by just dunking the ball. You don't, to shoot jumpers and threes and
you ain't
jump
gotta have
hooks.
that.
You ain't gotta have that.
They ain't even gonna call no play for you.
No.
You can do all the energy things and make however much money you want to make. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
And when we be watching, I be having my GM eyes on too. Like everything he brings to the table is what they want. Is what they want. And then if he does get a little jump shot, if he does get a jump hook, that's just extra.
But trying to convince him of that, because like every other guy, it's like, Coach, they don't give me the ball. They don't.
Nobody's telling him that either.
Yeah, and I'm like, you don't need the ball. You don't need the ball.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's a good position to be in. He's dumb athletic. He always has a smile on his face. Nah, he brings plenty of energy to the team, man.
Man, he can do a energy drink commercial, right? Just dunk the ball and say, drink this, and with a smile on his face. Yeah, he got it, man.
Yeah, and he's one of my favorites, his personality and his people. He's being mentored by Dickie Simpkins, and Dickie is, as you know, he's a longtime NBA guy and a scout, and I recruited him in high school too, right? So,
yeah, I know you recruiting everybody.
So we've had a long standing, and so having him for half a year was really good for me more than anything, just to be able to coach him and help him. And now we've maintained that. So I root for him like as much as more, if not more than anybody in the building, because he's got an it factor, and he's got so much God-given ability.
For a player like Somto, who really isn't known for his shooting at all, like people don't come in here and think like, nah, Somto's gonna shoot out the gym. His value is elsewhere. How important are these drills for like a scout or a GM watching?
I don't know if I'm watching him right now and watch shooting. I could probably turn and talk to my colleague for a minute, because that's I don't need him to do that. I don't, and there aren't that many Brook Lopez's who have morphed himself into a three-point shooter. But as well as Lopez is on offense, or has become, his defensive prowess as a shot block and rebound. And so I'm more interested in 3-on-3, 5-on-5 to see if he continues to grow in those areas that I know he's going to be really, really good at.
Yeah. With a player comparison like Clint Capella, I actually agree with that 1,000%.
Yeah.
For Somto?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's the name I use a lot. He's right around the corner. He's been in the gym. He's been to some games. It's like, but so this is, the NBA is a star-driven league, right? So if I say Clint Capella or somebody else, I've just disrespected his game.
Kid would be like, what? I'm way better than him. And that's crazy. That's crazy to even think that. But that's where, nobody's telling them that. They're saying he could be Giannis.
Yeah, of course.
They're saying, it's like, you're probably not going to be that.
Yeah.
It's not even enough to be like a good starter.
But you can make a lot of money and be in the league 15 years.
Yeah.
By just doing the basic stuff that got you here.
That's what makes basketball such a unique sport, because it's the ultimate team game. It's not like football where 11 guys come on, 11 guys get off. You got to play offense, defense, and do a million different things. But the league survives on star power. And so Giannis is bigger than the game. He's bigger than the Milwaukee Bucks, LeBron and all those guys. And these young guys, they're a product of that, And it's, again, as you said, for us to start to think about a different narrative for them and the people around them, that I'm not turning down $100 million.
Yeah, nobody knows. Capella signed a $100 million contract.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to throw that in there, and then, like, he's done that too.
Yeah.
Nobody turned that 100
No, you ain't doing that.
I mean, Dennis Schroeder turned down like 80.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hurt. He feels it still. He like this.
Next year he got 2, I think.
Come on, man.
It's been the OTE Combine presented by GMC. Coach Lato, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. We appreciate your insight.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
Until next time.
Sir.
I'm like borderline excited for these guys, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, me and you we don't watch them come, and we don't watch a few go, and so we gonna see where they end up, and so that's the treat for us. We're gonna be able to say, hey man, he was in the NBA. Man. I remember
like
him.
Seeing the growth is everything.
Yeah.
Especially you guys being here since last year. It's like, yeah.
feels like a real tryout. Like the ones I went to were just make believe. This is like people are in the stands watching, writing notes. Everything you do is being reported on, analyzed.
I ain't gonna lie, missing out on 100 and ended up with 2. That, I don't even know how they feel and that hurt.
Come on, man, I'm firing everybody that's around me.
Yeah.
We got the small group workouts coming up next.
Like
I'll get new friends. Y'all didn't tell me I was tripping for turning that down.
Like, a year later, like, bro, you look like you sitting next to him, like, bro, why you didn't tell me I was? Why you didn't tell me I was tripping on that, bro?
Tripping.
Nah. Bro, for real, bro. Hey, you all who you around, though, man. Like, dummies.
Somebody gotta say something,
bro.
80, man. Whew.
Hey, bro, why you didn't tell me I was tripping on that?
That's what it's gonna be. A lot of conversations like that. You're gonna be chilling like, man, why didn't you say anything?
And just to end up on the same team.
That's what I said,
bro.
Nah, that's like an all-time.
Bro, that's a bro.
Oops.
Hold on, what do you call those? Circle moment, like
full circle.
Yeah, full circle moments, man. Like
he really fumbled the bag.
Hey, I mean, I can't even say you live and you learn, cause what?
Nah, you ain't learning from that one.
Nah, I don't think you learned from
that one's hitting
$80 million mistake.
Every time it comes up, it's hitting the same way.
Yeah, it's tough.
But if he bounces back after this season and gets like a big contract,
it's cool. He still won't make up for that.
Man, you could have had 2 of them.
Yeah, you could have re-upped now.
Yeah,
for another 85. I heard. That's like one of the stories that like just it went the other way.
I know he thought like that.
Because usually you don't turn down nothing unless you got a guarantee from somebody else.
Yeah.
That's why when he turned it down, I'm thinking he already knew he had a guarantee for at least that somewhere else.
Okay, I did not know that.
You know
How about like if you got a player option? Like let's say you got like a $15 million a year player option, but you think you can get like $25 million in the open market.
Usually when you think you can get it, you usually know you can from somebody. Like your agent's telling you, somebody's telling you that it's a guarantee. Okay, we could turn that down because we're gonna get more in the back end anyway.
Hey, but listen to the number different though. You just said 15, 20. He turned down an 80,
and he got league minimum. He got 2.
2, yeah. Know what I'm saying? So like, I'm honestly like, man, 80, man. No, I'm finna get 100 over.
And look, he didn't. And what's crazy about that story? He didn't have no guarantee. Like he didn't have no guarantee he could fall back on. So all the owners came together like, okay, we'll just since your team knows you're not worth the 85 anymore, we'll just wait till somebody offers you something else. And everybody went quiet the whole. That's why he had to sign the 2.
That's insane. It's either that or
bro,
good luck in China, man.
Go home, man.
Or Turkey or Australia nowadays, actually.
Man, something.
Israel.
But like, what's the difference though? Like in the NBA, they might offer you 85. What they offering you over there?
Come on, they offer you. You're the best player. They offer you probably 2 a year. So he's getting that.
Yeah. So
you know the best players off top somebody probably might make $4 million.
I wonder how much Dwight made in China.
That's what I'm saying. China's giving bread. It's just, are you gonna go over there and live? It's a little different.
Yeah, it is a little different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot different.
Damn. I mean, dang. Well,
see, it's hurting us thinking about it.
No, it
genuinely. It's hurting him.
Yeah.
It don't matter, and you know. You going to different arenas, fans is saying some sneaky stuff.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
He said all of that. Everywhere he goes, somebody's saying that. Especially at the beginning when that first happened.
Bro, cause all us done been in the position where like you might be in a position where like you come across a fan where you might have like 3-4 minutes of downtime standing right next to them, and they might ask you, "Hey, IT, how you feel, man? How you feel?"
They're gonna ask that.
Yeah,
you know they are.
Hey,
man, what was you thinking? You know somebody's gonna say it as a joke.
Yeah,
like, you was tripping, bro.
Yeah, but, hey, no disrespect, bro. But you was tripping.
80 million?
Don't let them have a friend around. They gonna laugh too, and then you gonna have to just laugh with them.
Yeah, cause bro, you was tripping.
Oh man.
Bro, nah.
Because $2 million in LA, that's like,
Come on, fam.
Bro.
Almost.
that's good, but
No, it's amazing.
Yeah,
but it's
of
like what you
course.
could have had.
yeah.
What you
I
should
never-
have had.
I never downplayed no numbers with an
nah.
behind it, but you know what I'm saying? Compared to what you could have had.
Man.
Bro.
It's always gonna be like
Life though, man. I'm telling you, life come at you so crazy, man.
crazy.
Humble you too.
Quick. Oh, you want to turn this down? Oh,
Turn down 85 of them things?
that's what it did. It was like, you want to do that to us? Oh, okay, we got it.
Hey, welcome back, man. It is an OTE Combine presented by GMC. We're moving on to the small group workouts here. So they're going to organize themselves and get things started here. We're going to begin with groups 1 and 2. I'm your host, Agent Zero, joined by Duke Dennis and special guest Isaiah Thomas.
Yes, sir, man.
I like what I'm seeing so far. I have seen a couple people like whiff aggressively. Just
Of course.
Seeing a few air
Bro,
balls.
mental.
Yeah.
Same people I seen with, same ones I seen knock it down consistently through the season. So
Crazy how that works. Nah, sports really is more mental than I gave it credit for. I think watching more like physical sports, like UFC and stuff like that, has really put me onto game. Like, you could have every skill in the book and you've practiced it millions of times, but if you're not there mentally,
Oh, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
It'll go right out the window.
anything you've been practicing over the past 3 years.
Come on, it could go right out the
Done.
window if you just psych yourself out.
Now that is a serious death stare there. Rob Dillingham in the building, looking to impress. What does the Combine do for a player like Rob, who's already committed to Kentucky? High-ranked player, definitely has a lot of looks on him. You think like there's still room for him to impress?
Yeah, especially at the pro level. It's like, okay, you still got at least a year of college, so you got time to develop. But they're looking at what he can do right now, and this is only a plus for him. Even if he didn't have a good combine, it's like the experience of it. Now, even if he goes to college and then comes out after his first year, he already knows what to expect, so it'll help him even down the line. And then guys that are not like even on the draft board, like this helps you. If you shoot lights out, if you go in on the competition things and go dunk on somebody like that helps. At least they're looking at the paper like, man, who is this kid?
I didn't know he had this.
Yeah. That's all you need. You need one of them to say that.
Nah, yeah, if a scout asks, yo, who's that?
Oh, you done your job.
Yep.
You done your job.
I know scouting gets harder and harder every year, man, because every year you look on the internet, on TikTok, IG, Twitter, somebody, you seeing another talented kid go crazy.
And the internet it just basically does your job.
Yep.
You ain't even gotta go see nobody in person.
That's a really good point.
That's what's crazy. You ain't gotta see nobody in person.
They done brought it right to your doorstep, man.
You used to have to fly
everywhere
around the world to see people play.
Yep. And they might have a bad game. You could just, they could send you everything you need. Then if you really like him, you just want to go see how he acts in person.
And then you can choose what game. All right, so boom, he going against him, and he also on my radar too, man. Let me go see which one of these. Who gonna show me what I need to see?
Yep. And then X the guy out.
Yeah.
He outperformed him. Okay, let's go with him.
I don't know why you might be on something with that theory, dude. Remember that movie with Adam Sandler that dropped like last year? I forgot what it's called.
That basketball, the white dude, right?
Yeah, now he plays for the Raptors.
Yeah, Wancho. I played with him in Denver.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And his brother, I played in New Orleans.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
But that's how the scouting is.
Bro, clout now, bro. I'm telling you.
Come on, man. You can find someone anywhere.
Yeah. And like impact, you know what I'm saying? Like Rob, right? His IG name is Rob with the shifts. Ever since I seen Rob that one day where he went viral, I see so many other kids name with the shifts.
Yeah.
Really?
I seen two yesterday. That's just crazy.
Blake with the shifts. I'm like, bro, who are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, word though. So, bro, impact, bro. Like I know I'm gonna go see Rob at Kentucky at least once. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
He can sell tickets. He gonna bring them views.
Kids know him. Like my kids even know who.
Yeah.
You know the top guys are.
Yep. Hey, bro, look, impressions. He gonna bring impressions, social media impressions.
Yeah. So do you think that plays a role, like LaMelo Ball, for example?
Yes,
It helps.
I'm not gonna lie, you can't convince me to watch that team, bro. But LaMelo Ball might.
But you gonna watch because it's him.
Yeah, exactly.
When I was on the Hornets last year, I seen it. Like, kids are really loving him.
Yeah.
No matter how bad or good he plays, no matter how bad or good the team is.
He's an online
coming to see-
personality
Oh,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So, like, man, I'm telling you, bro, take him off the Charlotte Hornets, and I'm telling
Nobody's ever watching.
Man, hey, man, somebody can hand
And
me.
that's no disrespect, but nobody's watching.
That ain't no disrespect, but bro, somebody can hand me. Hey, here goes some Charlotte Hornets tickets right now. I'm good, bro. I got
And most will.
Yeah.
And that's
Dallas
most will.
bro. Like,
oh, he's hurt? Oh, yeah, we're not going to that game. You can have courtside seats.
Yep. Yeah, I think I got to work that day.
But that's how Rob got that kind of vibe to him.
Yeah,
Like, he's going to put on a show at least.
Him, John Morant, like just people like that, bro. Like, for real, like, man, hey, I know you can hoop. Listen, I know you can at least hoop decent, you know what I'm saying? But also, you got the online persona. You sell tickets, you sell jerseys.
Like, there's only a few people, like, I'm spending my money to go watch.
Yeah.
Because I know they're going to put on the show.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people that's really good at hoop, but I'm not going to go pay my money to watch.
Yeah, because they don't got no personality.
Nothing.
Like, you can see, I go see LaMelo because I know he going to give me a cool pass.
He going to do something crazy. He going to do something crazy.
Same with Ja, man. He gonna dunk on somebody. I see him. I can see him do the gritty in person.
All that.
Man, for real, like, hey,
like, you gotta have some, like, nowadays. Obviously, your game gotta be good, but you gotta have some type of little personality.
Yep. Like Trey Parker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he make it to where he want to make it, I know I'm gonna go see him. I know I'm gonna see him.
He's putting on a show.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
For sure.
Look, I went to go watch a couple weeks ago the college girl from Iowa.
Oh,
I
know
paid
you're
my
talking
money.
about,
She Caitlin Clark. They had a tournament game in Seattle. I went and paid. I got my kids tickets, everything,
Yeah,
like,
for
because I
sure.
knew she was putting on the show.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, she was, and she had a 40-point triple-double.
Oh man,
One of the best games I've ever seen by anybody.
money well spent.
Money well spent. I'm excited. I spent that money to watch you.
40-point triple-double is insane.
It don't matter who you are. That was crazy.
Man, you seen a good game. You was entertained.
And she put on a show. She did what she did what the money what I paid the money for.
Looks like Davis is back with a vibe cam. Let's listen in. Davis, take it away.
Alrighty. I'm here with Tyler Smith. Hey, Tyler, can you talk to me about your evolution from year 1 to year 2 and just how your game has changed and gotten better?
My game changed a lot, just being more consistent with my shot and, you know, just being more consistent on the defensive end. I feel like getting stops was important this year for me, just showing I could play on both ends of the floor.
Okay. Now, also, I heard you had a little bit of a later growth spurt. So how much has your game changed from, like, when you were small to how you got now?
When I was smaller?
Yeah.
Oh, when I was smaller, like, it was just shooting a lot of threes. Like, that's how I'm able to shoot now at my size. I feel like that helped me a lot because a lot of people at my size can't really shoot how I shoot. So I feel like that's an advantage for me.
Okay. And anything out here you're trying to show the scouts here on this pro day?
Just my versatility, you know, help, like, clapping up my teammates and stuff, showing I'm a good teammate, and, you know, just knock down shots. That's really it.
Now, do you have any team preference that you would prefer would draft you?
I mean, whatever team draft me. Like, I'll be happy on any NBA team. Like, I'll be there, so I made it. So it really don't matter to me.
All right, thank you very much.
Great PR answer.
Fantastic.
Did you have a favorite team, IT, coming into the NBA?
Yeah, my family's from LA, so I was brainwashed into being a Laker fan as a kid.
Brainwashed is crazy.
So I've always been a Laker fan. It's funny because, like, even when I was on the Celtics, like, my dad would come to games in a Laker hat. Like, he just couldn't shake it. And I just had to ride with it. It was like, it's all good. Just don't interview him. He got the Laker hat on.
I'm telling you right now.
And they got a B-roll of a Laker hat. That's crazy.
Look. It's everywhere. That's funny.
That's funny. That's John Ned Walker.
One of my favorite guards.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely my favorite guard to war. What advice would you have for some of the smaller guards like John Ed?
Man, you got to stand out. You can't fit in. Whatever that means in your game, you gotta stand out. You got to be very special. Like, something got to like I said, something got to stand out because they don't give us little guys anything. Like, you got to be exceptional. You got to play perfect. You got to do everything that the other guys don't do. So whatever that consists of in your game without, you know, forcing the situation, you just got to be. So in this case, you got to knock down shots. And then when you start playing 3-on-3 and 5-on-5, you got to stand out and be one of the best guards there, whether that's playing defense, whether that's getting rebounds or scoring at will. It's like they put you in a lose-lose situation as a small guard because you got to be damn near perfect, which, you know, nobody can play perfect.
Yeah. Man, also, man, nowadays, man, they got something called point forwards now.
Yeah.
And they 6'7", 6'8". Man, they running point, man.
They taking our spots. It's like, dang.
Man, for real. So, like, man, the small guards, well, I wouldn't even call them small. I'd just say traditional. They just got to, man, they got to just show up and show out every single day.
They got to show.
Yep.
That's one of the guys you're talking about right there.
Yep.
Sorry.
Taking our spots right there.
Point forward, man.
But he should. He's unbelievable. So you got to give it to him.
Yeah, I can't do that much respect, man. 6'8", super fast.
Can shoot, apparently. Showed us that in the playoffs.
In the finals.
Yeah.
Game winners.
Yep. Yeah, so, man, traditional guards like Rob, John Ed, they all got their work cut out for them, man. Making sure a sawing them in don't take their job.
For real.
How?
Right.
The finals was probably some of the best basketball I had an opportunity to witness, and thank God I work at OTE, man, because I have front row seats to it. Game 1 was great. Game 2 and 3 was like a movie script, it felt like.
By the script, right? That's what they've been saying this year on social media. The script. We witnessed the script, man, and it was well written too.
Yeah,
that was like a movie.
Yeah,
I remember I was watching it at home, like, dang, it's really going down.
Asar and Amen leading the City Reapers to an OTE championship. The Dreamers didn't make it easy though. Man, they were fighting. I think sometimes you just get in the habit of just it has to be a habit of losing, because there was a couple games where they had it. They were up in the fourth quarter, and they found a way to just fumble it away.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like that, man. I mean, I can't say that I agree with, like, how it went down, because, man, like they had a few of them games in the bag. They should have won at least 2.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, the Reapers just wanted it more. I mean, hey, experience. They had a coach who done been there before. So
that's probably what it was, though.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, they controlled the game most of the game. It comes down to experience, knowing how to win in those situations.
I just want to know, like, how the Thompson twins ended up on the same team. That's a tragedy for the rest of the team.
They probably told them if we ain't on the same team, we ain't playing.
I mean, hey, they got no choice but to go with it.
This might be the last time they play together.
Yeah.
This might be the last time they play together.
There's Coach Lato, who was the head coach of the team. Man, did he take his job seriously. And there was times where he was up 30 points, didn't crack a smile.
And not smiling.
Stone cold, man. All around, though. I think the Dreamers and the City Reapers just had an overall great season. Nothing to be ashamed of, man. Just proud. They fought.
Nah, they played well. That was always some good action.
Yeah, nah, bro. The sequences that was going on in the finals was, man, you come down, Bryson Warren hit the 3, boom, turn the lights off in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Then, man, Thompson twin come down, man. Go ahead, go home, man. Man, send them home.
There they are.
Ooh.
Still projected top 10.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
3-0. It didn't feel like 3-0.
Nah, it didn't. It didn't.
Felt more like 2-1.
Yeah, they were all good games.
It felt more like 2-1.
Like, that didn't feel like no sweep.
Nah.
Hey, sweep, usually you getting blasted every game.
I wouldn't even call it no sweep, man. The last 2 games, like, getting decided by buzzer beaters, that's not no sweep,
They
man.
should have had another game for them.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
I noticed Kanan Carlisle shoots from like 25 feet out instead of 23.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
I think they're all doing that. Bryson Warren's doing that too. Look at this shot.
Like that's so far from
28 feet
the
out.
line, and the line's already far.
Yeah, the line. I see.
But
see
Robbie,
Rob.
yeah, he been kissing that line.
Yeah, he hugging
the
it.
whole time.
I need all that.
I need it all. I'm not shooting that deep unless I hit 6 in a row.
Yeah.
And I'm just showing you some extra.
Yeah.
I'm just showing you how deep my range is.
And you can tell that the results is different too. Like when they hug the line, they make it. Yeah, they hug the line, they make it. And whenever they shoot 25 feet out,
that's tough.
Do you think scouts are looking for that now? Ability to shoot from like super far?
Not really. I mean, obviously it don't hurt you, but it's like in this, unless you're knocking them down, if you're making 1 out of 5, it's like you shouldn't even be shooting that far.
Yeah.
If you're knocking them down, it's like, okay, we didn't know he could do this.
But like you said, though, only a handful of guards in the NBA knocking them down.
In the NBA.
Yeah.
So there's.
Hey, bro, chill, bro. Just go ahead and get there, and then
Come on, it's worth the same. Unless it was 4 points, then I can see why you shoot that deep.
Who do you feel like is the best long distance shooters in the league? Like excluding
Damian Lillard,
Stephen Clay.
Damian Lillard's probably 1A and 1B with Steph and Damian Lillard.
Yep.
Lillard shoots that. He might shoot further than Steph, really.
Really?
Like he might shoot more shots further than him.
Hey, look, the only difference I see, though, man, is team. Like, Steph's team is way better than Dame, so it come off different.
Way better.
It come off different. So, but Dame, man.
And you ain't even seeing the Blazers, really.
Yeah.
How you feel about Dame's recent? Dame's been having, I see at least one quote a day from Dame talking about like, man, I don't know about this whole building 2 to 3 years away.
He ain't got no choice now. He
choice.
Man, he committed, man. Like
he definitely does have a choice. He can just demand a trade.
But is that him? He hasn't done it yet.
Yeah. But that's because there's also like 500 quotes of him saying he would never leave.
I know.
So.
But it's like, man.
I mean,
I just would hate to see him like not achieve his potential.
I just want to see him in that space, like going to the chain. You don't even got to win it.
Yeah, man.
I want to see you in the finals.
Man, Dame got the type of mentality, man. I know he'll take over the finals, though.
For
man.
sure,
Man,
he's
he'll
taking
take
over
the
that.
finals, bro. Like,
man.
Let him get there, man. He taking over the finals, man.
That's why it's like, man, we just want to see you there.
Yep.
This group right here is shooting phenomenally.
Yeah, they are.
My God.
You got Rob, Bryson Warren. Come on, man. Like, yeah.
It definitely is that shooting group.
Man, I guess it is telling how important that three-point shot is because there's been a lot of that here today.
Not working on no mid-range. When I was coming out the combine, it was like 50-50. You work on it. You shoot your mid-range. The same shots you shoot mid-range, you shoot threes.
Yeah.
Now it's like you don't even want to work on
Yeah,
it.
man. Just go ahead and shoot straight threes.
That's why if you a guard and can't shoot threes, it's like it's tough for you.
Yeah.
That's not even an option. I'm not
It's
gonna
not an
lie.
option no more.
Bro, you see on 2K, man, ain't nobody making no guards with 99 dunking no more, man. If you don't, you can't.
And that's how it used to be. It's
Yeah.
like I want to go in and bang something. It's
Yeah.
like, nah, you got to be able to hit that J.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You got to at least have an 87-3 nowadays, man.
Or we're not guarding you.
Yeah.
or we're not guarding you.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro, mental, man, play a part on 2K too. Cause man, if you ain't guarding me, man, my square release might be a little off too.
They know what they're doing. Yeah.
I don't even know my timing.
It's too real now. That's in the game for sure.
Nah, that's I'm not gonna lie. I go straight in my. If somebody leaves me open purposefully and says don't guard him, I'm in my head officially.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in. Just imagine if it happens in real life.
Bro, you definitely.
Nah, it did used to happen at the rack.
I'm saying, like, you see, remember, like, a few weeks ago, Westbrook, they did it to Westbrook. They be doing like that thing. It's all up here.
Man, Westbrook had a whole year of that until he went to the Clippers.
man.
Now, recently, now he on.
Nah, he's doing good now.
And that's a great thing for Russ. But man, when he was with the Lakers, man,
It was his fault for everything.
Yep.
Shot.
Man, we lost by 1 point, but man, I remember you, bro. Russ, he missed that mid.
He had a turnover in the third quarter.
He missed the mid-range in the first quarter.
Yeah,
They blaming him.
that would have been a 2-point win.
Good. Knock it down.
Blame Russ, man.
Let's go. Shot.
Yeah, I like to see him doing this thing
There's
over
assistant
there, man.
coach Frazier for the City
Good job, Trey.
Reapers.
We'll shoot after you do this next one. We're going to shoot. They give us 5 minutes flat.
Nah, these players are really surrounded by like a lot of experience
All right.
and talent.
Last one through. Everybody got one more rep. Let's
It's a
go.
good position to be in, man.
Good coaches, good training facility.
Let's go. Here we go.
Good training staff.
You have everything.
Turn. Yep.
Do they get like massages on demand?
Yes, whatever.
Yes.
You
Are you
need.
serious?
Whatever
Man,
you
listen,
need.
man.
I want that
Come underneath.
service.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm
Come on
sore
for 1
right
second.
now.
Me
You
too.
can if you want to.
If you was at in the league, you'd be like,
I was in OTE right now.
look, you hitting the
Good.
little trainer. Can I get a massage at 3 p.m.,
let's go,
please?
let's go.
Bit boy,
Yeah, can I get can I get all that?
the deep tissue, man. Look at Trey. Look at Trey. Look. Hey, coach, they told him, hey, look,
it again or no?
split the screen and do what you need to do.
Last
And
one
he-
through.
Yeah, you got to do
Oh, John.
You got to bring it all out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go under the legs.
I didn't know he had that in
Even
him.
if I can't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just show it.
Your ass is holding out, man.
Trey finna do something. Okay, bone
That's what you
tween.
get,
Okay,
dead
let me go
legs,
through
you get
here.
rest
Oh,
legs.
all
Let's go,
right.
finish it up,
I'm
finish it
trying
up.
to really try and
Last
shoot the
one.
jumper.
You gotta get the shooting next. Good.
Nah, I didn't even know Johnette could get up like that.
See?
Good.
Nah, me
Knock it
neither.
down,
If we
knock it
didn't know,
down.
they don't know.
Let's go.
So now they do.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We
They,
shoot.
yeah.
And here's the
Let's go.
replay.
Good.
Okay, boom. The look back.
Here we go.
It's easy, too.
All right, we out.
travel?
We out with shooting, pop out. We got
Oh, that
ball
was
screen.
easy,
RG
bro.
stand right
So you
here.
gotta do a few more of
Inside
those.
ball
Yeah.
screen.
Yep. Just to let them
Rotate
know,
through.
man.
Everybody
Two
got
hand,
3
make
reps.
the
Let's
rim
start right here.
move.
Trey start on the
Slap
line.
it.
Start right there. That's good.
Slap it, something.
Yeah, popping out, catch and shoot.
Yeah, I like that
He
for
can go.
Johnette,
Let's
man.
go. Let's go one after the other.
And he got the Grinches
Here we go.
on. You gotta go.
Oh,
You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
perform in the
Let's go.
Grinches.
Here we go. Baseline fall out. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Matt, use this one. Let's go.
Corner
Let's go.
threes.
Let's go. Next one. Come on, get out.
This feels like
Good.
back when I
Get
used to
out,
have to
get out,
grind
get
my
out.
badges,
Let's go.
man.
Yep. You go choose, man. The corner three drill was the easiest one.
The easiest one, man.
Let's go. Shot, Trey. Quick feet, quick feet. Good. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me. Let's go, B. Trey, you started, right? Let's go. One more. Let's go. Get out. Quick, quicker, Trey. Let's go. Last one. Let's go. Quick. Good job. Good feet. Good feet. Good, B. Trey, come on up. Come on up. Let's go. All right, we're starting right here. You got the ball. We don't need it. RG's coming over for that screen. RG sent me a flare screen right here. I'm up, touch. We're out. Let's get over, catch and shoot. Let's go. Here we go. They don't need it. They don't need it. Let's just start with it. Yep. Let's go. Good. Get out. Put something on that pass, Matt. Let's go. Good. One step and go. Let's go. Good. Get it up, Johnette. Shot. Good.
Looks like Davis has Jaden Quaintance on the vibe cam.
Let's go. Get him up.
All right, I'm here with
Shot.
Jaden Quaintance, man. How's it feel to be in such
Get up,
an
get up.
environment
Shot,
at such a young
Johnette.
age?
Good.
It's cool.
Is that
We
three?
get to play
Three,
good
Trey?
competition, see crowds.
Good.
It's
Is that
a cool experience for sure.
Same thing. Pop out of
Okay.
the
Can you
corner.
talk to me a little bit about how your
Right here.
game has changed over
Right
the
here,
season? Because
flare,
I've seen you
flare,
get
right
better
flare,
and better
right
as the
flare. Here we go.
games
Same thing.
have kind of
Left foot in,
progressed. So
left foot
talk to me
touch.
about what you
Go.
did to
Good. Get
progress
out.
this year.
Get him up.
Kind of growing into my role at the
Good.
team.
Wait
I
on
felt
that
like I
screen.
wasn't
Wait
able
on
to
that
do
screen,
as
B.
much, like the
Wait
whole
on that
season,
screen.
But I got kind of more
Good.
confident with the team
Get it
that I
up,
was playing
get it
with.
up.
So that probably played a
Good.
part in that.
Good.
Okay. And what are you looking forward to the most next season? What's your
Trey.
plans
Let's
looking
go.
like?
Next season,
Get it up, B. Get it up,
I
B.
don't know. Just seeing
Shot.
how
Let's
it
go.
goes, seeing what my role is next year, what team
Keep
I'm on
shooting.
next
Keep
year.
shooting. Last one, Trey.
Yeah, just looking forward to that.
Let's go.
All right. And the most important question of
Get it
all
up.
of them: is it true that you were a size 18? That is absolutely insane. Thank you.
Good. Timed it just right. Pop out corner, RG.
Thanks for double checking
Good.
for us,
Let's go.
Davis. It was a
Pop
myth
out corner.
up until today,
Let's go.
man. He does indeed wear size 18 shoes. I bet his shoe collection has to be like
Good. Get him up, Trey. Let's go.
like barren. So I don't know how you get kicks at size 18.
You're not. He probably got like 7
Watch
pairs
that
of
line.
shoes.
Watch that line.
He has to shop at Foot Locker.
Get him up. Let's go. Get it up.
He got to order
Shot.
all here.
Yep. He might catch a few on
Get
that
him up.
Ross.
Yeah, he's definitely catching a few out Raw.
That Ross,
Get it up,
man, they
get it
hit
up.
the very
Oh
end
my
too.
goodness. He's catching some sneaky ones too.
Sneaking ones, bro.
Shot.
Hey, I'm
Let's go.
telling you.
For like $40.
Yep.
Keep going.
I think they probably like $42.99.
Good. Keep it up.
Hey, you
Keep
can
running.
find
2
some
more
clean
minutes,
white tees at Ross
Man,
too.
listen, man, when I
Shot,
first
go, come
started, like right before I started, you know what I'm saying, being able to provide for myself, Ross.
Oh,
Man,
wow.
listen,
Get it up,
shop
get it
for
up, get it
less,
up.
deals on wheels.
Oh,
Man, like, but I found some phone pockets in there for
Man, you're finding, I found a
$42.99.
throwback jersey in there. Like you finding the little vintage
Knock it down.
tees.
Hey, look,
Let's go.
and for everybody listening, man, they got some some sleeper sneakers.
Shot, shot.
All right,
Go.
listen, man. My little brother, he
Get it
found
up.
some Kobe's, the high top Kobe's
Last
in there.
one.
Man, for
Free throw it out.
$42.99.
We're done.
I'm
Good
telling
shot.
you,
Way to finish it up.
Ross, bro. Go to Ross.
Nah, Ross got, that's where they used to be back to school. We going to Ross.
Man, whatever size you need, all the way up to
go.
about,
Free throw,
man,
free
about
throw, y'all.
size
Free throw.
19.
That is funny.
Where's Art?
Where do people go like nowadays?
I don't know. Because, you know, the resale is taking the shoe sneakers out.
Carlisle.
Man, listen,
See,
man.
you got to show all that under
Listen,
the
man,
leg.
resellers, man, they might go to Ross, find a pair of shoes, man, for $42.99, resell them for $868.
For sure they're doing that.
Yeah, for real.
I be seeing pictures of people finding Kobe's in there.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what's crazy.
And the Kobe's now, man, the high top Kobe's, they going for a band
Oh,
plus.
yeah, because you're not getting those nowhere.
Yep. So you go to Ross.
Really?
Yeah, they going for a band plus. Look, go to Ross. Man, you might go to every Ross in your city.
All right, let's go. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's go.
Man, you gonna find a pair of something.
Now, you're
First-
finding something
man,
sneaky in there.
Word, and resell it.
That's
money right there.
Money-making tactics by Duke Dennis.
Bring it in. Hey, good work, fellas.
That's tough.
Hey, great job, fellas. Way to have good pace, man.
Hey, 7 on me, 7 on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, oh. Make sure. Yes. When it's all said and done.
This has been the OTE Combine presented by GMC. Appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in. I'm your host, Agent Zero, joined by Duke Dennis and special guest Isaiah Thomas. They're just wrapping up groups 1 and 2 of the small group workouts. Also, we're joined by a special guest, Tim Fanning. Wait, hold on, we can't hear you. Can you hear Tim Fanning?
I can hear you guys.
Oh, there we go. Boom. Tim Fanning, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Man, I had to ask. Finals was tough, man. How are you feeling after the series?
Oh man, it was a mixed bag of emotions. On one side, obviously, as a competitor, it was disappointing not to have been able to take any of those games because I thought we were right there. On the other side, you know, this is a place of development, and so seeing the Thompsons elevate their game, I think, to a new level was something that was, I think, a win for the program, and even for a guy like Nate, who spent quite a bit of time with us during the season, to go on and play. I think his best basketball is something that, you know, there was a 0.1% that was like happy to see what happened on the court. You know?
That's good. And honestly, there was some pretty big performers on your team as well. I think Ethan was a standout to me. Ethan's like development and what we've seen from him in the playoffs was like, it caught me off guard because we knew the potential he definitely had, but it was nice to see it finally actualized on the court.
Yeah, he took some big steps up in the playoffs. And Ethan's a guy that just like, he's worked his ass off all year, and he started to understand, I think, how he can really put his fingerprints all over the game. And also, I think also as a team, we started to understand how just to use some of the different pieces in the playoffs, guys took steps up. You know, Ethan was one, even a guy like Kanan, I thought he put some things together that he had been working on all year. And so, yeah, there was like, man, to be honest, as a coach, you want your guys to, you know, give maximum effort and be as focused as possible, and I thought we did that in the finals. Unfortunately, some calls went against us, some, you know, shots went in, that they made some spectacular plays, and we lost 3 close games. But in terms of the controllables, as a coach, I was very proud of how my team played. Like, they fucking came with knife in their mouth and went blow for blow with a team that really hadn't lost all year except for against us. You know what I mean? The Thompsons, they showed what they are.
Yeah, there's Kanan Carlisle right there. Man, he stepped up. Man, he stepped up in a big way in the finals. I didn't know he could shoot like that.
Yeah, I think the shot, I thought he took a real big step forward in terms of shot selection and just kind of like general decision making, and that's always a balance, especially for a guy like Kanan, who is so naturally aggressive and comes to the court just like, you know, really with a desire to make plays, and figuring out, you know, how to have a certain level of filter valuing the basketball and valuing possessions without losing that edge. I thought there was different moments in the year where he was too passive, and then in the finals and the playoffs in general, he had a really nice mix of like going and getting buckets, going and making plays, and at the same time sometimes slowing it up and getting the team organized and getting us a great possession or a great shot. So yeah, I thought Kanan really was good in that area.
No.
Coach, I got a question for you. Throughout the whole season, especially with your team did really well this year. How were you able to get the guys to understand it's about team and not just, you know, about their individual play? And understanding that if they do well as a team, their individual, I guess, the statistics, their individual progress will show even more, especially to these NBA scouts, to these pro decision makers. How were you able to lay that foundation out of just coming together and playing super well as a team and everything taking care of itself?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I love about basketball is that team aspect. So I think from day one, it was just always about how can you help the guys around you be successful? And in that process, if you're able to do that, you're going to have your moment. And so, you know, it's a challenge, definitely, because these guys come here, you know, with the state of high school basketball and AAU basketball, they come a lot of times with an understanding of playing basketball as having the ball in their hands. And so that's something that just day in and day out, having consistent messaging, even in film sessions of talking about and emphasizing guys that are not on SportsCenter top 10 and just doing those little things and sharing with those guys some feedback that we got from scouts about them and having real conversations in terms of you might want to be Dame Lillard or Steph Curry, and you might be, but along the way, you might need to be the backup. And so if somebody comes in the gym and watches you turn the ball over 4 times, the first thing they're doing is crossing you off the list in terms of you can't be the backup. And so don't take yourself out the game. Sometimes it's doing those little things to get yourself an opportunity to prove you can be the backup, and then you can go and evolve into Steph Curry or Dame Lillard. So I think it was a combination just from day one of emphasizing teamwork and then some real conversations and getting those guys to understand that me as their coach, I'm not trying to limit you or restrict you. I'm trying to give you the best opportunity to go get your foot in the door and do this thing to your full potential. And getting them to understand that that's in their best interest. And so that was a process that took longer than I would have liked, but I think by the finals we got there and guys started to play basketball the right way and showed what they can do and who they potentially could be at a higher level.
Yeah, that's perfect. And I think along with winning comes that responsibility. Like I know when I've been playing, the more important the games are, the more I seen that I needed my teammates more, the more that I seen I needed to play more of the right way, the more I seen I needed to sprint to them corners when I didn't have the ball. So you being able to lay that foundation now to these young guys is like, I wish I had that in high school. Like in high school, I thought it was all about me bringing the ball up, me scoring, and then everybody else figuring everything out. If I was able to know how important sprint to the corner was, how important being in the right defensive position was, it would have laid the foundation for me to make it even easier. And I hope these kids are understanding the information that you're giving them is only going to help them in the long run. Because I remember at 17, if somebody told me those things, I'm not hearing it either. I'm not. But if it's programmed in your brain each and every day, each and every practice, oh, that makes it that much easier. It got to be right, especially if you're having these real conversations that these decision makers are saying about them. It's like that's an amazing tool to have that these kids don't even realize they have.
Yeah, it was definitely a process to get there, as you said. The players are not. Especially the American players are not necessarily coming to the training sessions with that mentality. In terms of like, I'm going to push myself to my maximum. I'm going to get some feedback. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to have some struggles. So I'm going to get through it. Like, whereas that's, you know, what's waiting for them. And I think that, you know, as you're talking about big games, a big moment for us during the season was the loss we took to the Reapers the first time. Because I think up until that point, some guys were in, some guys were kind of like, all right, I could actually do this by myself, and I think we went into that game kind of on the fence about it. We got our asses kicked, and it was one of those things. I think that was an eye-opener for certain guys and us as a group in terms of like, if you want to play in those big games, you want to beat the best teams, you got to play the game the right way. You got to, know what you're, have an idea before you step on the court of what you're trying to accomplish, how you can contribute to winning possessions, and then doing that full intensity. And then in the playoffs, obviously, it was the same thing. Like, everybody knew if we're going to do this, we're going to have to do this together. And that was one of the things, as a coach, it was beautiful. I thought that, especially in the playoffs and especially in the finals, we really played the game the right way. Like, guys shared the basketball in tough possessions. Guys were, I think, more unselfish than maybe we had seen all season, and that was what allowed us to be in those games at the end, was playing at that level.
Sure. Looks like Davis got us ready with a vibe cam. Davis, take it away.
All righty, I'm here with Big Ja. Hey, Ja, can you talk to me a little bit? Like, I saw you come in a lot slimmer this season. What did you do to get there?
Just focus on my body, lift more, work out more, and just, and nutrition too. Eat the right things. Don't eat before a certain time, stuff like that.
All right, cool. And what are you doing to prepare for next year? What are you going to be working on this offseason?
I'm going to be working on everything, kind of just, involving my game, just working on, everything, and also just working on my body, too. Just consistently working on my body.
All right, cool. And final question, is there anything in particular you want to show the scouts out here today?
Walk up. No. Come out of there hard.
Anything in particular? No. I'm a basketball player now. I can do it all, for real.
Come on, quick.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Finish.
It actually doesn't hit you how big these players are until you see a regular person beside them. Man.
It's time you pull up jump shot. Pull up jump shot on this one.
And I love Big Ja. I love that guy. That was one of the saddest moments of the season when he got traded from the squad.
I bet.
He's just turning the corner. I think Ja, he's really starting to understand
on this side. Let's go.
How he can put his fingerprints on the game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And he's putting in the work, man. Since the season's been over, this guy's been in the gym every day. If he's working like that, I think he's on a good road.
Yeah, he got a chance, especially if his work ethic is real.
There you go. Get your feet on.
You can't teach his size at all.
No. And he's got touch.
He got it all for being that big.
Shoot it. Like, he's got a lot of things going for him. I think with a lot of these players, it's all about, how do I say it right, connecting the wires. Like, they got good wires. They got good athleticism where they do this well or that well. Then it's another thing about connecting them in a consistent way where they come on the court or they go into a team setting and they're ready to contribute.
Hands, call them back. Good.
Especially with the little things. The younger you, the faster you pick up doing the little things at a high level, the easier the game is going to become for you.
Pace.
Then you don't got to focus so much on having to score, having to do those things that are really tough each and every game.
Was there a moment for you that was like, that it clicked where you were like, all right, I know I'm definitely about to hang my hat on the little things. The other stuff can come and go, but I'm gonna make sure that that's not lacking.
So when I got drafted to Sacramento, I wasn't in the rotation or nothing the first couple months of the season, and that's when I realized what got me here, which was my scoring and playmaking, is not going to get me on the court right now. I got to do different things. I got to pick up guys 90 feet. I got to get some offensive rebound tap outs. I got to be in the right position, whether that's on offense and defense. And once I started focusing on those things in practice, my opportunities started to come a little more, and then I focused those on the game. And then my natural game started to come out once I started getting more of an opportunity. So then I can score, I can play make, but I was still getting deflections, I was still taking charges, I was still being in the right spots where if you're not taught that at a young age, if you're not taught that, you'll get thrown around in the NBA. Like, especially at a young age, you get put in a situation where your team's not winning. If you don't got the right vets around you, you don't even know how to take care of those responsibilities. You don't even know how to sprint back on defense. You don't know how to sprint to the corner when you're not getting the ball. So I had some good vets around me, and also I was a student of the game. So I was always wanting to get better. I was always trying to find out how I can get on the court, and I think that was able to help me realize that I can't just lean on my scoring and my playmaking ability. They're paying somebody to do that. They're paying somebody a lot of, so I got to do something different that's going to stand out and get me on the court. Then I'm able to showcase what my real skill is. So
Would you say it's hard to find that niche or like that role?
It's so hard, especially if you're in a position where you don't got the right older guys around you. It's not going to teach you that because a young guy's not going to be able to teach you that. They're still in, competitive mode. Like I'm trying to outplay you so I can get more playing time than you. So even if a guy knows that and he's young, he's probably not going to tell the next guy that. It got to come from an older guy that's been in it, that's been in that situation. And I had older guys that were able to game me with that, especially when I wasn't playing. Because when you're not playing, it's like you don't even want to go to practice. You're like, I'm not getting no chance anyway. But my mind wasn't like that. My mind was total opposite of that. It's like, man, I can't wait to get to practice. I'm going to lock his ass up. I'm going to pick up full court. I'm going to stand out in some way so I can even get a chance in the game. And then when I got in the game, it was like, I got to continue to do those little things. And then when I get an open shot, I got to make it. If I don't make it, I'm coming out. I'm not doing nothing to help my team. So the younger you find those things, the easier the game's going to be for you because you're not basing the game on making a basket or getting an assist. You're basing the game on doing the right things that's going to lead to those things coming later in life or later in your career.
Come on. Keep working.
Ralph looks good out there today.
Yeah,
sure he did.
One more. Let's go.
The jumper silky smooth. I was shooting in the gym a couple weeks ago. I didn't know he could jump like that neither, man. He could dunk, man. He could dunk.
You got to show it all now.
So this guy killed at the college day.
As we said, he earned some scholarships, right?
Yeah. Like literally 2 coaches were like, "Here's a scholarship offer. Like, who are we gonna talk to?"
That's amazing.
He was playing like he had something to prove, and he did.
And that's all. And that's all you need.
That's all it is.
That could start everything.
The whole chain of events.
Let's go.
And like you were saying though about these little things, it was funny in Europe. The club I was at was like a bigger club, so we had a big roster with a lot. You're expecting contributions from a lot of different guys. No one's the leading scorer. And it was shocking. Every year you'd have 2 or 3 guys that they didn't get that, and they would just essentially leave money on the table because they're at the highest level they've ever been at, and they didn't understand that like to stay here you have to do the little things. And over the course of the season, sometimes it'll be your night, sometimes somebody else's night. And for whatever reason, they couldn't put it together.
And it's hard because, for so long they've been preached, you're the man, this is what you do, go get 40. And, overseas, it's not, it's teaching the game at a different level. It's like, it's not about you, it's about us. And like I said, the younger that these guys know it and understand it, and then when they get to the next level and get to the next level after that, the game becomes easier. Now you ain't tripping on just having to make shots. Like, that's hard to do.
Do you think there's some value then in playing overseas or in different environments that's outside of this country? Because you talked a little bit, I was listening earlier when you said especially American players. You think there's differences in like people's mentality depending on where they play from?
I mean, there's like many, many differences, but one of the fundamental differences is young players overseas, if they're dominating at their level, they'll go and play up with the next level. And then play up with the next level. So eventually you're getting to a point where you're getting kind of like intermittent training against people that are better than you. And if you get on the court with people that are better than you, by default, to stay on the court, you understand that you need to do those little things. And so like right now we're trying to, preach that to guys or communicate that while they're still the best guy on the court, and it's a little bit more difficult to do. So yes, I think that there's a number of reasons why international basketball has certain advantages. That's not to say it's better or worse, because there's also different advantages that Americans have from playing in our systems. But that's one that stood out in terms of like there's more of an understanding of doing those little things because of how the system is set up, not because of that coach. Or that's just how that system is set up, and that's one of the benefits. Is you get guys to understand how to do the little things.
And I think, like, overall, it teaches you how to play with 4 other good guys.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just about you, and that's big in today's game. And you see the progress and the growth is a little faster when you're taught that way.
Yeah.
Than the individual way of just figure it out, go do your thing.
And one of the dudes that I coached in New Zealand over the course of 12 months, he played on the team I was coaching. He was a main player. Then he went and played in the Australian League as like backup, and then he went to the national team and was very much a reserve. third string guy. And it's like, damn, in 12 months to play 3 different roles, you really start to understand of like how teams are constructed, and the fact that nothing's permanent. And you could have a different role on the team, and that's what it is. And part of being a pro, if you want to get paid to play this, is like you gotta be able to roll with it.
You gotta be able to adjust to any situation.
Yeah. All right, I think my time's up. I think I've overstayed my welcome. I guess you guys.
Yeah, you're good. No,
get the international hoops. Get that cut.
I feel like I'm learning so much. Appreciate you for joining us, Coach Fanning and ITI. I appreciate both of y'all, man. Thank you for the insight. So you were. Been a good day so far, man. OTE Combine presented by GMC. Your host, Sage and Zero, joined by co-host Duke Dennis.
Look at your ass and not laugh, because
co-host, that's a nice ring right there.
Yeah,
But we getting so much.
All right, let's turn to throw it down, Duke.
What Trey Parkhead?
First question, huh?
Yep.
So we got groups 5 and 6 taking the floor now over small group drills. I like what I'm seeing. You know what's funny is Ralph had just got off the floor, and his teammates were almost like dapping him up, congratulating him. He's been performing really well here today, continuing to impress the scouts and GMs in the building.
I like to see that, though, man.
Love to see that. I feel like I learned so much in the combos we had just had, even about life.
Bro, I'm going to be a much better basketball player after this right here. Especially doing all the little things, man.
Nah, they're going that game speed now. Here we go. That's Tyler Smith.
What do I want to eat, though?
Oh, I love, man. I'm fasting, man. I eat one meal a day, man, and it's just a spectacular meal. Just.
You got to go to?
I be having Old Charlie's daily.
I heard. That's good, bro.
Good to meet you, Agent Zero.
What's up, man?
This off-season, being honest with you, I probably wouldn't even play this off-season.
There's TJ Clark there.
Yes.
TJ Clark, the only one with a blue jersey on.
That part. I think he'll get there.
It's the OTE Combine presented by GMC. We're now being joined by 2 very special guests, Cole Anthony and Coach Gomes. Welcome to the broadcast, guys.
Thanks, bro. It's good, y'all.
How y'all been feeling so far about the OTE Combine?
Man, it's been going good, man. I think these guys is out here, working hard. The mental capacity is there. They knew what to expect. And I think, during the season, we had a lot of guys in the building, scouts. But now there's no fans, it's just scouts. So the intensity level rises a little bit. But these guys, I think guys have been shooting it exceptionally well. And you see different players from now than from the season as well.
Really, I asked Coach Lato earlier. He said that the players might actually prefer playing under these circumstances than with fans in the building.
I don't know. I mean, they're excited because they know, this is an audition for a job. Cole Anthony knows about that as well. So, they might want this because their intensity is a little bit more higher. But I don't know if 30 games y'all gonna have the intensity this high too, because some of these guys was in the building every game. You know what I mean? But now you see them courtside, you don't see fans there, so it's a difference.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get ready to do both.
Exactly.
In front of fans, scouts, that's gonna be every single game for this next level they're trying to get to. And shoot, one of them might be one of my teammates next year, yo.
How you been feeling though, Cole? Just wrapped up the season.
Yeah, I'm all good, man. I literally, we had our last game yesterday. I came right here, man. I'm excited. I haven't seen a lot of these kids. I know I'm familiar with a few of them, but I really want to see some of these kids work, man.
Is there anyone in particular you're like most excited to see play?
Oh, man. I definitely want to see the 2 twins because they really, I think we might have a pick in that range just so one of them really might be one of my teammates next year.
I didn't even think about that.
But what's it called? Nah, I mean, I think I was just watching the what's the young fella named Tez?
Yeah,
I was just watching him. Yo, I was just watching him work out just now. He looked like he shooted a lot better than I thought.
Yeah.
His shot was looking kind of smooth.
Tez, he's a great guy, man.
Yeah, I had him all season this year. This is like you said. You guys said these lights a little bit more brighter. Maybe the attention span and focus is a little bit there, but he was making all those shots, and he made shots during the season. I think the makeup of our team was more point guard oriented and big, so we lost him a couple times. But he had exciting plays throughout the year. But this shows that he could shoot it better because his numbers throughout the season was sporadically. It wasn't consistent with the shooting games he had, the opportunities to shoot the ball.
Job interview, man.
Show job interview.
That's one way of looking at it. When you went to your combine, Cole, Did you feel the pressure? How did you perform?
Man, it's crazy. So the year that I got drafted, we ain't really have all that. It was the COVID year. So I had the at-home draft. I really even I didn't go anywhere. So I was just in Miami, and a team just came to watch me do my own workout. So it was a little less pressure, a little less stress. I was kind of in a place where I was comfortable. I've been working out there for a month. So this is definitely a little more pressure. But you know, some dudes gonna rise to the occasion, some not. But it's a good place, you know, just to watch these kids kind of try to find their groove.
So you got drafted at home?
Yeah, literally. I had my whole family there. Like, grandma's upstairs, mom's, dad's there. Shoot, all my little siblings, step-parents, friends.
That's crazy.
we was all there, chilling.
Did you prefer it that way than the traditional?
I can't say I preferred that because I don't know the other way. I never had that experience. So like, look, at the end of the day, it got me where I needed to be. So I'm cool. I'm cool.
For sure. Yep.
Yeah, I was right at the crib.
Yeah, with it.
Coach Gomes, is there anyone on your team specifically that you thought impressed you? Like, I know there's a lot of people in this building that we talk about have potential, but someone that like started to actualize that potential and you've seen serious development from?
Well, you know, I had a lot of players on my team this year. Which one you want, the first half guys or the second half guys?
Let's get one for both.
You know, before the trades, after. You know, Nate. I would say Nate is a guy that I think has an exceptional chance. You know, he showed an improvement from year 1 to half a year 2 to fully year 2 and to even now. You look at his shot now. He's been in the gym a lot. He's changed that. I thought he's always going to be a great on-ball defender and defensive player at the next level. But now his offense is coming around more, and I think that's helped. Tyler Smith I had this year. I think he's that prototypical power forward in the NBA, that stretch guy who can make shots on the perimeter and also take it off the rebound and push it a little bit occasionally throughout the game. So they have high expectations for those two guys, who I think. And Jalen Lewis, I think since after the season's been over, you know, in-house, not just this, but in-house, he's been dominating the 5-on-5 competition. I think he'll raise some eyebrows here today because it's a different environment. So those are the 3 guys that I got my radar on this next 2 days.
I can see that.
And what would you say is like a good result for like any of these players here? Like, okay, I know I did a good job because this is the feedback I got from.
Well, IT gave Isaiah, who was on right before us, gave the guys a good talk downstairs. You know, I mean, these guys prepare for this moment every day. They've been shooting these 25 threes and pull-ups. We do this all the time. So, like I said, the expectation might be higher because of the eyes that's here. But the more relaxed you are, the more natural you'll be. If you get tensed up and you want to, you know, go 25 for 25, that's where you put a little bit more pressure on yourself instead of just taking it one shot at a time, and then being consistent with your work. That's why Isaiah said, you guys been doing this, so be consistent and be confident in what you do. You might miss 5 in a row, but you did it before. So now can you make the next shot? Can you make the next 5? So that's what these guys are willing to showing right now.
Yeah, Cole, we were talking a little bit about like being able to like find your niche and your role on your team. Like, was it difficult for you making it into the NBA, finding your role?
Oh shoot, for me, man, I kind of had it was a really weird situation. So I come into the league, COVID year, don't have no training camp, no summer league. I get there like a week and a half later, we already start playing. So like, I was throwing, and it gets even crazier because I was really thrown into that fire because game 6, I think, or 5 or 6, our starting PG, Markelle Fultz, tears his ACL, goes down. Yeah. And so I'm really thrown into that fire like day 1, and I really wasn't ready. And so I kind of had to, you know, it really helped. What's the word I'm looking for? It helped my development, kind of get more comfortable on the court a lot faster than probably I had thought it would be. Mm-hmm. And then halfway through the year, shoot, we go into a rebuild. So we trade away Nikola Vucevic, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon. Mm-hmm. And so it's like we are a completely different team halfway through the year. And so just it's definitely tough. And even this year, like last year, I think I was a lead scorer on the team, lead assist man. Coming into this year, I'm a 6th man. Like, so it's just a matter of just trying to accept the role and doing what you can for the team.
Yeah. And
just trying to help them win. And so that's why I ultimately was able to do this year. And shoot, I think I had my best year yet. And so, yeah, man, NBA is no joke, man.
He said all that to say.
Ain't
NBA is no joke.
What's the hardest lesson?
Oh, man. I'd probably say just trying to, you know, not let
one bad game here, turn that into 8, 9 bad games. Like, if you play you go your whole life, college, high school, you playing 30 games. You get to the league, all of a sudden you playing dang near 3 more times the amount of games. So it's just a matter of, you go from playing 2 games a week, 4 games a week. Like, it's just you got to have a short-term memory, and that goes with everything, shooting, and mainly it's just how you play. Like, you can have a bad game here, but shoot, you playing the next night. So you don't let that snowball effect happen and turn into 4 or 5 bad games in a row. So you got to just stay focused. And, it's tough when you're a younger player. And that's a lot of these dudes, you're going to go through slumps. I went through slumps, but you just got to stay the course, keep working, and keep doing what got you there.
Nah, that's a fact. Coach Gomes, what was your hardest, most difficult lesson to learn?
I'll take the same thing that Cole said. Is not, you come from college, and myself came from college, getting the ball all the time, scoring, doing everything, feeling like I can miss 6 in a row and I'm going to get the 7th shot. When you get to the next level, I tell our guys, I think knowing personnel as well. Like, knowing how to play the game, but knowing your opponent. Every night, like he said, you got 82 games. If you're on the East Coast, you're going to see Steph Curry and Chris Paul twice a year. And then you're going to see everybody else 4 times a year. So it's different of knowing who your matchup is, what their special tendencies are, what they do best, but also knowing your craft and what you're good at too. So you can take a little bit of their advantages away in certain things, because everyone don't have just everything 100%. Like in 2K, everyone's not just created 100. So you got to find those little things where you can go ahead and use it to your advantage, height, quickness, whatever it is, using the pick and roll, getting fouled in the pick and roll, all that stuff. And then, like he said, you will never have a bad game if you put your focus on all the parts of the game and not just on one part of the game. You put on shooting and you don't shoot well, you're going to feel like you didn't play well. You put on everything and you did a little bit of everything, you could go home at night and say, all right, I played tomorrow, I'll just get a little bit better at making my other 2 free throws or this. But now I think you can't put it on just one thing.
Yeah, I gotta go back to that point. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're gonna be nice. Like, shoot, you playing a lot of games. It's a lot of pressure and stuff on your body. Like, it's only games you gonna miss shots. Like, but it's a matter of, all right, how can I still play well without making shots? And that's what, for me as a young dude, I ain't really learned that till this year. And I'm in year 3, and that's what a lot of these dudes, they gonna learn that too. Like, there are several ways to affect the game without making shots. Like, all right, this night, all right, I'm not making shots. Let me go grab 10 rebounds.
Yeah.
Let me turn up the defense, Like, it's a lot of stuff, a lot of ways that you can. And honestly, shoot, you go out there and you play hard a lot of time. Like, you might shoot, you grab some rebounds. You might get yourself 3, 4 easy makes, and all of a sudden you're not shooting that bad. Like, you may feel like a bad night. You 5 for 10. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. You play a lot of games, man.
Absolutely. Hey, let's vibe out with Ralph Martino Jr.
Alrighty, I'm here with Ralph Martino. Hey, Ralph, you've been putting on a display at the Combine. What do you do to get ready for it?
First off, praying. Starting my day off with prayer. And then, so, we talk to God so he can help us out. And then we come here and apply ourselves.
Okay, now is there anything in particular trying to show the scouts out here that you've worked on specifically?
Just all around game. Just keep on working hard, work ethic. Like I said, applying myself, just going as hard as I can, getting better every day.
All right, and how do you feel about your first 2 college offers that you got last week, and what schools are they?
Oh, yeah, it was a blessing, man. We were just shocked and surprised and blessed. We got one from USC Upstate, and then we got one from Manhattan College.
All right, well, big congratulations. Keep killing it. Thank you very much.
That is beautiful. D1 offers, man, just like that.
Man, let me go back. Since you talked to Ralph, I had Ralph this year as well. Like you said, like you guys, like they mentioned, on the vibe came, man. Opportunity is everything. I mean, Cole knows that. You guys know that. In any facet of life, when your chance comes, you just got to be ready, because you never know what's going to happen. I'll say, from end of the season to now, not like everybody didn't take care of the advantage, but Ralph stuck out the most when we had our college guys in, he got 2 offers. During the season, who would have known if that would happen? But when the new day presented itself, he was applied himself, he was alert, and then that's the reward he got. So, shout out to Ralph Martino for go ahead and just punching the clock in the 3rd part of the season, and then he got the summer to finish up, and then he'll be back hopefully next year, or he might be on his way to one of these schools. We'll never know.
Nah, you never really know when the opportunity is going to present itself. You're just going to be at your best all the time.
Getting 2 scholarships just from doing what you do every single day, that got to be tough.
Coach Gomes, can you tell me a little bit about Cook Yacht? We haven't had an opportunity to see him play many games, but I'm sure behind the scenes, you got to see him in action a lot more.
Yeah, you know, he was at practice with us a lot. You know, he didn't have a lot of, he wasn't able to be out there in game time situations because he was rehabbing still, but he did some one-on-one stuff. We worked out a lot. You know, good three-point shooter, super athletic. Could play in the pick and roll some. I think he could play defense. He has, like I said, his verticality. He got range, and that's one thing. You know, I mean, I didn't have him this year for the cohorts. That would have been our, you know, with him and Nas at the 3 would have been great. And sometime I could play him at the 4 and Tyler at the 5 if we want to really be a scoring. So I had that in my mentality. Got a little injury, had a little adversity, but you know, he's gonna bounce back. And here's an opportunity to show these guys. You know, you see 6'9", 6'10", and he can really shoot that ball. And then if you want to see him above the rim, he could jump with the best of them. I mean, my ideal thing is like in practice seeing him and Santo meet each other at the peak. I want to see who would win that because he could get up. You know, I like some other guys that we got here, very athletic guys, but I mean, I think he's a real high jumper, but he can shoot the ball exceptionally well for me.
Now that you said that, I want to see it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it did happen now.
But he got a nice, you know, as you see him right now, he got a nice shot from three-point range.
Shoot, you can shoot. You have a long career.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what the game is right now. It's, you know, the game has always been, you know, creating, but, you know, you want to space the floor, Cole. You probably tested this every night. You see them stars by 7 guys on the scouting report. Yeah. Not just 2 or 3, like 7 guys got. So every time you stun or you got to rotate, you can't be rotating like, oh, he's going to try. Everybody's shooting threes right now. Yeah.
Do you think that you can survive in the NBA as just a shooter? I remember even 8 years ago, there was like the Jason Caponos where like they really didn't do anything but shoot.
I mean, you got dudes like that nowadays too. I mean,
yeah.
How much Duncan Robinson got paid? 90 mil?
Yeah, yeah.
But that's how valuable shooting is, yo. Like you get out there, you space the floor. There's gonna be a bunch of dudes that can create. NBA is so skilled. You can really space that floor. That's another skill right there. Yeah. It just also makes you easier to play with. Like it's like, man.
Kyle Korver's.
Yeah. Shoot, he would have made a lot more money nowadays.
Yeah.
Kyle Korver. Yeah.
He got a bag. He got a bag.
And they're showing out on the other side right now.
Yeah. Represent forwards. Represent. Cole down here with the guards.
That's Alex Sarr. That's a little windmill.
Tyler Smith is athletic, man. This kid right here.
Ooh.
Yeah. Left or right, which windmill you want? Said.
Okay.
Back to the jump shots. Cole, I got a question, man.
What's up, dog?
Like I know like as an athlete you're supposed to be confident in yourself, but like how delusionally confident are you supposed to be though? Like when you step on the court, no matter like LeBron could be there with you, but do you believe like you got it today, like you're gonna be that guy?
I mean, shoot, I'd rather you be like that than be able to go out there and be scared. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. So, ain't nothing wrong with having confidence. You're supposed to have that.
I feel like sometimes you get punished for having confidence, at least like socially.
Yeah, but look, is there such a thing as too much confidence? Yeah, but shoot, you gotta be low key, be a little crazy to be out there in the court. Like you gotta. I mean, you going against the best. You gotta believe that you rightly belong with them. And shoot, when you in that NBA, you do belong with them.
Yeah.
You can't let someone. You know, for me, it's like shoot. LeBron's my favorite player growing up. All of a sudden, I'm playing against him. Like it's like shoot. You can't. You think you supposed to think he can guard me? Hell no.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
Nah, they are on fire over there.
There you go, Tyler.
I like the energy down that way, though.
He got a rip. Yeah, nah, he could shoot that game.
See how it just come off his hands. Nice.
Tyler Smith's gonna mess around and get a whole bunch of offers.
Yeah, he definitely at that corner. He loved the corner.
I know the power play. I put that Tyler in the corner.
Yo, he shoot exactly like Kelly Oubre to me.
Really?
It looked the same from here.
Yeah, I know how Kelly keep that one hand up.
He can shoot and he can dunk. Take a look at the replays. We seen him in the first OTE takeover, but man.
Now they all hitting the first 6 in a row, basically.
There go Jay Lou. Jay Lou got a start.
Yeah, he do. He been warming up.
Cole, I know you got bounce. You have like a dunk contest in your future?
Nah, I already did that once. It's over. It's clear. I put on a. Nah, it's over. I'm good. I'm good. Maybe a 3-point contest one day, but
yeah,
How do you?
All right.
Do they reach out to you or for the 3-point competition?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. I ain't anybody yet. I don't know. I can't tell you.
Cook.
Now we have OTE takeovers here. It's kind of like an all-star weekend.
For real? When's that?
It's a couple times throughout the year. Yeah, the next one's in May.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
You might have to make that trip back up.
I might gotta pull up to one. This is my first time here. This whole joint is dope.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
This joint is super dope.
Oh, he tried the 360. Nate on the other side is going crazy.
There you go.
Yeah, now the dunk contest he be lit though. I ain't gonna cap.
Tween.
Hey.
Nah, both sides lit right now though.
Looks like they're wrapping up these groups here with a whole bunch of high fives. It's been an OTE Combine presented by GMC. Coach Gomes, we appreciate you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, man. I'll be seeing y'all again, man. Hopefully me and Cole will be out. I think we won the game today. This group won the game. I don't know what Tim Fanning did, but we won. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Till next time. Has anyone impressed you, Duke, so far today? I think Ralph has been.
Ralph. Alex Sara, he done impressed me today.
Yeah, Alex Sars looked good today too.
Yeah, Rob, he just looked like Rob, so I'm glad he looked the same. Tyler Smith, Jalen Martin, the usual.
Yeah, the usual suspects.
Yeah.
Man, you sound like a regular here, man.
Oh yeah, nah.
We are.
That sound like regulars, man. That sound like regulars.
Yeah.
We've been here for season 1 and 2. My name is Agent Zeros, my co-host Duke Dennis. OTE Combine. Yeah, we've seen some of these players grow from like early last year to like now, put on some size. Some of them grew too, as young as 15 years old.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, bro, right there, number 41, he 15.
Yeah, he is.
But see, bro, yeah,
Hey, look, man, I need to know who from New York.
I think, who's
They got my support for fully.
Do we have any New York athletes here? We got New Jersey, that's for sure.
Nas.
I don't know if we got New York, man. There's a team from New York.
OSU?
OSL.
Yeah. OSL, yeah. OSU, yeah. Same. It sounds the same.
It's university.
I saved the Lutheran.
Nah, yeah, they could hoop. You familiar? Yeah.
OSL, yeah. I know a few kids who went there. They don't go there no more, but.
How connected are you with like the basketball scene in New York?
Shoot, I try to be very connected. Not as connected. Some of these kids is a lot younger than me, so I don't know a lot of them, but I've been trying to stay in tune with a lot of them. So I know like a few of the top kids in New York right now. There's this kid, Ian Jackson. He actually committed to UNC, and he like a top 5 kid in his class. He about to be a senior. And there's another kid, Boogie Flynn, who he might be going to UNC too. I don't think so. I think he got an offer, but
it's a tough name though.
Yeah.
Word.
Nah, young fella could go. He could hoop. I think he like a top 10 kid too. And so I try to stay in tune with them.
Yeah. So wait, so you think what state you think got the best hoopers? Because I heard New York.
New York.
See.
No bias at all.
No bias?
No bias at all.
See, I done heard Texas. I done heard North Carolina, and I done heard New York.
I claim North Carolina.
Okay.
I claim North Carolina, but Texas for sure got some hoopers too. I'm gonna definitely say
LA has really the most hoopers, right? Like if you put an all-star team together of players that hometown is in LA? Yes, they do.
Yeah, y'all got some hoopers, man.
No, I'm not from LA. I'm from Toronto.
Oh, you were saying, you from Toronto?
Yeah.
Oh, my young boy on the Magic from Toronto.
Which one?
Caleb Houston.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my. He claims y'all heavy. I don't know what the hype is about, but
in Toronto.
Yeah.
You never been?
I've been when we played there,
For
but I ain't
games
really.
and stuff.
Yeah,
You
I ain't
should
really.
travel there, man. It's beautiful.
I told him I'm gonna pull up eventually.
Where do you like to travel to usually? I mean, you live in.
Sure, I live in Orlando now.
So like, the weather's great. You might not need to go anywhere.
Weather's smooth. That's doing real smooth. What's it called? But like there, I be in like this summer. I do like LA.
Okay.
I do LA a bunch, and then honestly New York, maybe Miami a little bit. Yeah. Gotta get back home.
What are you looking to work forward to? Or like, what are you trying to work on this offseason?
This summer, shoot. Just want to continue to shoot the ball better, work on my jump shot. I really want to get my footwork right. That's like a lot of these like smaller guards, like two really good ones, Jalen Brunson and Kyrie Irving. They got great footwork. And so they just like, they really like, they get into that paint. They know how to operate. They use their feet well. They're both very strong. And it just, I think I want to, try to replicate that a little bit, find my own niche.
For sure.
Nah, they are punishing the rim right now.
They're getting up.
I did not know Ethan had all this in his bag. I guess you don't see it all the time in the games.
Nah, they don't really get to display it that much. Because it's a team game, Agent. So it ain't all about self.
You gotta play your role.
Yeah, for sure.
Cole, if you had to have a side career, what would it be?
Side career?
Like, you know how some NBA players are like rappers or...
Man, I can't say that on air, but what I really want to do. But I'll probably be like a... Shoot, I might be like a YouTuber or something.
Oh,
influencer? Yeah.
You know what? I can see that.
For sure. I definitely would do that.
I think Cat streams, right? Cat streams. There's a few players in it. Kyrie streams as well. Yeah. And he uploads.
I used to be on like Twitch a little bit, but that's just a video game. But like, I don't know. I'd probably be out here doing like really doing like shoot.
What do you play usually? You play games?
I be on like COD.
Oh yeah.
Call of Duty. I ain't been. Warzone's really my game for a minute. Oh my god. I ain't been on that in a minute though.
It fell off now, but
yeah, I ain't played in a minute.
I'm waiting for the rank to come back. Jeez.
Yeah, I ain't played that game in a minute, but man, I was playing Elden Ring for a minute. That was my game.
Elden Ring?
That game is OD.
Elden Ring game of the year.
That might be one of the best games I've ever played.
Yeah, for real,
OD.
In your life?
Yeah, yo, you ain't tapped in.
Hey, see, look, I was on Elden Ring.
He missed it. I watched people play it though.
He missed it.
It ain't too late. The DLC coming out soon.
Agent, bro, I'm telling you, bro.
That game right there is crazy.
Word, okay.
Man, it won Game of the Year too, so.
It definitely. Yo, but like, it's crazy. Like when it come out, it came out like last year in like February.
Yep. And look, I was playing it hard before Miami spring break. You remember? I was playing it hard. I'm talking about 13-hour days. I'm on it hard, bro.
You wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Grinding.
Man, that game is bro. That game is really OC.
Yeah, it is. And Agent, man, you missed all the games though. You missed. Bro, you did, bro.
Yo, do you play video games?
I play multiplayer games usually.
He's a gamer.
I'm not a single player guy.
I got you. They got multiple. They got like dueling and stuff like that online.
Word?
Yeah.
Bro, he missed Elden Ring. He missed God of War. He missed all of them.
I watch them all though. I watch them all.
I didn't play that joint.
Yeah, I ain't finished God of War though. I ain't even care.
What's it called?
Played it on hard.
Yeah, I'm playing it on God of War mode, man. I died about 300 times, man.
That's how I felt about Elden Ring. That was like my first. I went back and started playing like other Souls games since because of that joint.
Okay, Elden Ring?
Yeah, some other joints. Some other games like that.
So you're like an RPG player.
Yeah, those really my games.
Okay.
Like that. I don't know, y'all know like Persona 5.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, Pokemon, my favorite. That's my favorite of all time.
Pokemon?
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. I got the tattoos, all that.
You got a Pokemon tat?
Whole leg.
Oh yeah.
I gotta finish it.
Is that a Geodude on your leg?
Nah, I don't got no Geodude. That's a bad Pokemon. That's a bad. Nah, I got a bunch though.
Hey,
Now you definitely a Pokemon fan. You got Pokemon tats.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, it looks like we got David Sutton Vibe Cam. Let's check in.
All right, I'm here with Jalen Martin. Hey, Jalen, as the season went on, man, you just got hotter and hotter. You know, headed into this combine. What have you been doing to improve your game as the season's gone on?
I just been putting in the work, like grinding, like late nights, early mornings, just putting in the work that nobody sees, and just like trying to let my work show in the combine.
Okay, what is the pressure like with all these scouts, all these GMs in the building? What is the pressure like today?
It's a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot of NBA scouts. Like, it's a lot of people here that can change your life, but I feel like you just gotta let your work show, and then like all the pressure will go away.
All right, is there anything in particular about your game that you wanted to show off today?
I just show off my versatility, how I'm able to finish, and knock down the three.
All right, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
He's a good guy, man. He's a really good guy. They go for the alley-oops now. I don't know how much scouts care about alley-oops, but it's possible.
I'm a scout. That's going to impress me. Sounds like that.
Yeah, seeing a honey dip alley oop, bro.
I can't believe I had a moment like that at a combine.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Something though.
Nah, he kept that in his bag, man.
Well, he did that in the game this season too.
I did see that online.
Yeah,
saw that? Crazy. Yeah. Man. He did it. He did it. You know, it looked like casual too. Like he caught it off the just the 1-2 and just.
He can do the back double honey dip like.
Yeah, here's the replay. Alley oop into the honey dip.
Bro.
And what?
Oh man, I can do that at Sky Zone though. I can do a honey dip at Sky Zone. But...
Me too.
Yeah.
Tear him down.
Nah, hold on. Big Ja getting up. He usually don't show this type of energy, but them scouts out there right now, so yeah, so he going hard.
I feel like the OTE playoffs was basically like a combine because there were dozens of GMs and scouts here. And I know that I know it's plenty out there when I can recognize some of them.
Oh, yeah, you know some scouts by name, don't you?
Not scouts, more GMs, but
GMs.
Yeah.
Not knowing GMs and scouts by name.
Cole, how big would you say networking plays a role?
In terms of like just the NBA?
Yeah.
What's it called? I would say it plays a pretty big role, but not in the way you think. Like, you ain't gonna be out here like, I ain't gonna be out here talking to a lot of these dudes, like stuff like that. But like, just kind of the way you carry yourself, kind of at all times, whether off the court, on the court. I know that's how scouts and stuff. They're always watching. They always pay attention. Like that's how like my teammate now, Michael Carter Williams, who he's a vet now. He like year 11 or some joint like that. That's kind of I'm pretty sure
time
that's like,
flies.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, he mad old. I be telling him that all the time. But nah, that's like just I know that like for him played a big role because like he last year I think our team waived him and he had like 2 foot surgeries. And all of a sudden, they signed him back just because he's just a great dude. He had a good relationship with the GM, with our GM.
Oh, wow.
And they just stuff like that. So you never know who's watching. You just always want to be a good dude and stuff.
Of course. Nah, bro. Bob get you a long way, man. Just being a great guy.
And being professional.
Yep.
That helps, too.
Oh, your father was in the NBA. Like, what was the #1 lesson that he taught you?
He ain't even touched the rim right there. Just damn. But
like Dwight Howard.
Yeah. I'd probably say the main thing was that he told me this from like a while since I was like in high school. Was just always just try to stay in the moment. You know, I was always kind of, the dream was always to be in the NBA, but I just always tried to enjoy every step of the way, whether it was like the all-star games I played in college, stuff like that, because those are moments that, they only happen once, so you just really want to, just hold on to those moments and make sure that you enjoy them fully.
What was your favorite college memory at UNC?
Shoot, my first game, I think my first game in college, I broke like the ACC scoring record, like for the first game of like any player ever at the ACC. And so
it's tough.
Yeah, I had 34. Like first game we played Notre Dame. It's a ACC game, and so that joint was dope. I think the former record was RJ Barrett. I think he had 33 like the year before. And so I think my record still holds. So got a little bit of history there.
What was the campus experience like? Everybody knowing you. I bet it was crazy.
Yeah, UNC got a real nice campus. So
it's a real nice campus.
Real nice campus. Hey, almost like a celebrity down there. That joint was real nice.
UNC, nice spot.
When did you start playing basketball? Because I'm about to come up with a theory.
Shoot, out the womb for real?
Yeah, okay, bet.
Okay, see? Like, we're onto something now, dude.
So, like, we were saying that a lot of basketball players, you got to be playing for a long time in order to be, as good as some of the greats. Very few people start playing late You know what I'm saying? And be good. That's the theory.
I don't think Joel Embiid started playing basketball until high school.
Yeah.
But
So bigs can be the exception.
Yeah, bigs can be the exception.
Sometimes, in rare circumstances, when like they're incredibly talented, work really hard, and like they just have like very impressive bodies. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're longer. Like wingspan.
You keep going.
Yeah, bro. Should have stopped.
Joel is my favorite player to watch, though. He's my favorite player to watch.
You said who was?
Joel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's very good. Probably gonna win MVP this year.
Oh, he better, because he can't keep losing him. At a certain point, man, I'm gonna have to step in.
He had a few. You said you got to step.
I might have to, bro.
What's it called? He had a few statement games at the end of the season where he's like, yeah, he probably gonna take this one home.
Things are starting to pick up here at the Combine. At the OTE Combine presented by GMC.
Yeah, they're not playing any live today, are they?
Yeah, it's live.
No, I'm saying like, no. I'm saying, are they playing like they gonna play against each other? Right?
Oh, not today, no.
Tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. Nah, that's gonna be interesting.
That's what I want.
Yes, that's gonna be happening on day 4 of the OT Combine here. We get to see some 3v3 action and some 5v5 action amongst all the players. And we can see who's really gonna step up.
Yeah.
I got a question, Cole. When I play 3-on-3, man, like I do a decent job. But when I play 5v5, I'm just like, I just don't fit in anywhere, man.
Sound like you lacking confidence, my brother in Christ.
You think so?
That's what it sounds like a little bit, man. What you do out there? You kind of give me like a energy guy.
Yeah, I could definitely be an energy guy.
Like Rec League 5, set this screen.
Yeah. I can set plenty screens now.
Take a hard foul.
Yeah. I could shoot okay. I beat this guy behind me, Davis, 5 times straight.
5 times straight? Wait.
I'm good in the post.
What you say?
Yeah.
You beat him
5 times straight, man.
What's it called? He could do that?
Yeah.
He can do that?
I'm nice in the post. Tell him, Davis.
He could do that?
All right, bro. He's hating right now.
Oh, shoot. I don't know, man. You just 5-on-5 is less space to operate, more people on the court. But you say you're real good 3-on-3?
I didn't say real good. No, just decent.
He all right.
Just decent.
He all right.
Decent at best, man. I'm like a 61 overall.
Yeah.
Like I hit a couple things.
How tall you is?
5'11".
See, and like he a post player, so they ain't really good.
5'11", yo, that's actually not bad. I'm thinking you looking a little shorter right now.
Nah, I'm 6 foot with these on though. Yeah. With shoes, I'm definitely 6, bro.
6 foot not bad. I'm thinking you was like 5'7" for real.
No.
Oh yeah, you good.
He got some decent size on him. He ain't no, you know.
You kind of like a you know Glenn Davis.
Yeah.
You kind of like you give me like Big Baby Davis.
I'll take that, man.
Yeah.
Energy guy. That's all right. He killing you though?
Nah, yeah, he's actually decent. Yeah, he's good.
I'm better than both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Nah, but energy guy, you kind of probably gave him a little too much on that too.
Oh,
that's giving
like you can give me energy, man. Like
usually when someone says they're an energy guy, that's not really even a compliment in the first place. I was kind of just joking around with you.
Oh wow, so
bro, he's not an energy guy, bro.
You made it sound nice though, so I appreciate it.
Nah,
Go out there, play hard.
Nah, that's not him, bro.
You know, one time I used to play at this league every Wednesday, and they gave me an Iron Man award just for showing up every time.
Iron Man. Oh, that's like a participation award.
Yeah. Hey, you out there, you running.
I almost didn't accept the award, man. I was like, this is rude.
It out their hand, man.
Energy guy.
I don't want this.
Nah, energy guy is insane. I had to really pay attention to what he was. Nah, okay. You just be out there, man.
Nah, I run though. I can run. Yeah, I can go run back and forth.
So you a ball mover?
Yeah, that's another way to put it, man.
Like you get out there, they pass you the ball, you pass.
I could kick it right away to the next guy.
Yeah, he'll kick it. You know, if he wide open, he'll shoot that.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, he just out there, man.
Yeah.
He just out there.
I gotta work on my game, man.
That's all good, bro. We get in the gym.
Yeah.
We get in the gym.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need like a decent shot, and then I think I'm gonna hit the courts again, man.
Yeah.
Until then, man, I'm playing video games. I'm on 2K with it.
2K, nah, we ain't on 2K with it.
Yeah. NBA Live?
Nah, ain't no basketball games right now that we on.
I'm with him on that for real.
How about GTA 5 basketball?
I ain't never played GTA 5.
They got that? What's in the RP? What's in the RP?
Yeah, we be on RP heavy, I'm telling you, bro, start uploading the RPs, bro. They do well,
I'm
bro.
gonna do it.
Yeah, that RP joint be mad funny.
Yeah, I'm a mechanic, man, in my other life.
You a mechanic on there?
Yeah.
I be getting up, you know.
You say you a mechanic? You laying pipe down?
That's who you ask.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, that's tough. That's actually insane. That's an insane question. Yeah. Insane question, but hey.
It might take me on air, but that was.
Oh, man.
Wait.
Do some small group workouts here. Getting real versatile with it. I could probably do decent in these workouts.
What's decent?
Probably 20%.
Yo, can you dunk?
No, he can.
Can you grab rim?
No.
I can grab mesh.
No.
I can grab mesh on a good
You
day.
kind of look like you deceptively athletic a little bit.
Man, you have him all wrong. Bro. I don't know. Bro, he has you all wrong. That's so crazy.
Yo, I'm just here trying to build homie confidence up. He talking like he's struggling a little bit in the 505. I'm trying to give him a little edge.
And I'm tearing everything down.
Nah, I appreciate the kind comments, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, nah, if we looking at the same person, because I've been knowing you. He said, nah, can you dunk? That's tough.
Oh, man, maybe one day, bro. Nah, not even one day, man.
I've been seeing some fat boys with bounce. I ain't calling you a fat boy.
I'm not athletic though. Like I'm not. I'm not explosive. Is the best way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he from Ethiopia, so like he do conditioning.
Oh, you Ethiopian?
If I trained, I'd be fantastic at marathons.
You kind of like slow and methodical. Like, okay.
Post game, yeah.
When I was in 5th and 6th grade, I was a regional cross country player. Like, I was really good, and I was obese.
Regional cross country, like running?
Yeah, like so. I played against the best people in the region. I was in the York region at the time in Toronto.
Yo, did they make y'all like wear those like? Did you have like?
Nah.
The little short shirt. Damn near crop top with the shirt.
Nah, bro. I know what you're gonna say.
Nah, that would be for like an actual marathon. Oh,
Ethon. You talking? My mom done ran a marathon twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I want to do that joint one day.
Good luck, man. Eat your bananas.
What do that help with marathon?
Like instant energy. You can need it throughout the marathon.
Why
bananas and water?
I feel like you could have said a lot of things, but
nah, bananas is the food.
Is that really like the one?
Yeah, they be eating bananas.
Hey, I really don't eat bananas.
You should get on bananas, bro. Bananas, mangoes, and pineapples. They say pineapples are great for you.
Really? Bananas, mango, and pineapple. Okay. All right. You learn
I love the
something every
energy.
day, though.
Sorry, let's get back to the action. I love the energy from they're cheering each other on, man. It feels like real camaraderie here. Like, for the first time in OTE Season 2, man, everyone's on one team here. They're all just trying to see each other succeed.
Is that the end of the group workouts?
I believe so. And there are a plethora of GMs, scouts, college coaches.
I don't think my team's GMs and stuff here. There might be a scout from our team here, though.
They could be watching it live. You know, nowadays, you don't have to like actually fly somewhere to see somebody. Anyway, that wraps up the action for today. It's been the OTE Combine presented by...
Smoke the ending, man.
An opportunity for a storybook finish. And as I was saying, it's been the OTE Combine presented by GMC, man. I've been your host, Agent Zero, joined by my co-host, Duke Dennis.
Yeah.
We got special guest Cole Anthony in the building. We appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you so much. We got a special day of action tomorrow, so make sure to not miss that. Some 3v3s and 5v5s has been the action that you've been waiting for. We'll see y'all then.